All right. Go!
No Joe Budden. No Rory and Meek.
This Parks.
Microphone check 1, 2. What is this?
No Joe Budden. No Rory and Meek.
Parks on the boards.
Yes.
No Joe Budden. No Rory and Meek.
This Parks.
What's happening?
This Parks.
What's happening?
Microphone check 1, 2. What is this? The JBP Boys Bike to Business 391. Welcome to episode 391 of the Joe Budden Podcast. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, highly favored, and COVID-free host, Joe Budden, here with a few of my nearest and dearest. Brother Maul is here. Parks is here with us. Rory is here. E-Rab Erickson is here. Savon Don Cheadle is here. Alex the Great is here. Bria and Sonya is over there somewhere, right? Hopefully well fed. I want to shout out to our YouTube viewership. Subscribe. I want to shout out to anybody listening on any other DSP. And I want to shout out to all potential advertisers out there.
Hey.
Say
hi to us, man.
Speaking of one, we are powered by, sponsored by, empowered by, tolerated by, Cash App.
Tolerated by.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Y'all know we tolerate.
I mean, but if you really think about it, is there a better app?
No, Rory.
I can't think of a better app.
I mean, I certainly
When you
can.
really think about the millions of apps out there, there's none better.
No.
Yeah, allowed us to say fuck Spotify and not miss a beat. So
Shout out to you.
I'll never appreciate that more.
Facts.
Word.
Listen, and we'll get into that conversation in a little bit because we're going to have to talk about companies and creators and just companies being on the right side and wrong side of the creators. Mm-hmm. But we'll get into that later. How's everybody doing? How y'all doing?
Good.
How y'all doing, man?
Good.
Great.
Good weekend.
Doing pretty bad, but I'm hanging in there.
Damn, kid.
Finally, some honesty, man. Awesome.
No. I've been screaming for help.
What's wrong?
For about a year and a half.
Rory has been screaming
I'm
for
talking
help.
about physically now. I think over the weekend I did have those moments. I didn't think I was gonna survive. I keep testing negative for COVID. There's no way I don't have it. I'm dying.
You think it's the flu?
Yes,
Are you taking
but I'm
anything?
here to make sure you guys get it too.
Thanks,
Sharing
Ross.
is caring,
Really
you know what I mean?
appreciate
No, it's
that.
the best I've felt since Friday. Friday, I was dying on this podcast. I don't think anyone could see. Saturday, I did pass away. And Sunday, I kind of woke up Monday, died again, woke up this morning just so I could pod.
Oh, there's one of my theories confirmed.
What? Rory has 9 lives?
I know when I was imagining how Rory's death would go, I didn't want to talk to him right before it was over.
No, it's fine.
So the fact that he just did it on his own, didn't reach out to us, I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you
dial
gotta
on
do
some-
that on your own.
Yeah,
That's
dial
pretty
on.
cool.
Yeah, born alone, die alone.
Yeah, that Sunday you were talking about, you had laryngitis, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's white.
It was. I didn't even know what the word was until Sunday, and then it transformed to strep throat, and then I tested negative again for COVID. So I don't know what I have. All I know is, pause, my throat closes. I wake up choking on my own saliva every single night. So if I don't make it to the next podcast, I do love all of you.
Oh,
Yo, why are you here?
word.
Like you could have slept in, stayed
No, it's
home,
cool,
relaxed
man.
a little
Yo,
bit.
Savo, you got any plexiglass over there that we can just kind of box him in with?
I mean, you know,
Put a cardboard. Put a piece
I
of
gotta do
cardboard.
my last episode.
You can also, you got to scoot over a little bit. Too is what you got to do.
Oh please, you were
you've got
spitting
inches
in
to
all our faces with COVID.
But
2
I
weeks
didn't
ago.
know that I had COVID. You know.
No, you came in here and said, "Yo, I feel like shit," and told us all the symptoms of COVID, and then continued to spit in our faces.
No, I didn't have that throat laryngitis thing at that time.
Well, I have.
That's
Are you
really
taking
bad.
anything?
Yeah, I have antibiotics.
Okay, cool.
Today's the best I felt.
What's that?
Oh, so you've seen some medical attention.
That told us
Oh, well
nothing.
then, you know.
Just taking antibiotics?
That's antibiotics. What does that mean? Perk 30s? What is he taking?
Perk 30.
That's not an
I wish.
antibiotic.
Hell
That's
is
an
he on?
antibiotic.
I asked for those from the doctor. They're like, this has nothing to do with what you have.
Yo,
So?
I'm old enough to remember when the people that really needed the Perk 30s didn't know how hot they were in the street. So like when you asked them for it, they were like, oh, here.
Yeah.
Same with
Vikes
cigarettes.
too.
I'm old enough to know when it was Oxycontin before Perk. Oxycontin
Oxy,
was the
Oxy is
original.
still hot in the streets.
That's true.
Yeah, but a nigga ain't loaning you his Oxy today.
Oh, no. They weren't back then either.
Or his Perk 30.
They weren't back then either.
Well, if you had a prescription, you might be here. Now them niggas is
You
kicking,
get a little
taking too
Darvison or
much
something
money.
like that, but they don't let you hold the Oxy.
Well, Rory found a new Adderall. Connect, right?
Yeah,
That's exciting.
allegedly.
The big boy?
Oh yeah, 30s.
That's exciting. Leah Parks. Look what Parks get excited about.
I don't. I
New
don't.
Adderall Connect.
I don't like uppers.
You know, it's funny. I'm too bored today to do Adderall.
Right.
Really?
You got to pick and
Like
choose.
there's nothing to do. Like my
Yeah,
house is clean.
Yeah.
That's really the main purpose of Adderall.
No, sure. Yeah.
My house is clean. The pod is in a groove. I'm not gonna sacrifice
Yeah,
that.
No.
I think my
Please don't.
email inbox is only at like 10. When it's at like 115, all right, let me pop a little 15.
Yeah. Go through this.
Knock out everything.
Way to go. Real heavy, intense drug talk right after our advertiser shout out.
Yeah.
Right on brand. Got to
Now
cash
listen,
out the Connect.
If you do want to pay your Connect and you don't want to see him in person,
Yeah.
there's an app you can use.
Today is National Unfriend Day.
Huh?
Word?
That's why I came here with a sickness.
That's fucked up, Rory.
Yes.
You're gonna unfriend us by killing us.
Yeah.
Fallon
Take
or
this
Kimmel
seriously.
or Kimmel Fallon. One of them made it up.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Kimmel.
What's Fallon's name though?
Jimmy Fallon.
They're both
Jimmys,
They're
right?
the Jims.
Jimmy's.
Oh, they're battling. Who's winning?
Fallon.
Who's
Is that true?
Yeah. I like Kimmel,
Check
but
the rating, Savon.
I think Fallon's pretty.
Are we checking the Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel battle right now?
It's between.
Jimmy Kimmel did drop your name, so
Between. That's true.
Oh, then I'm riding with Kimmel.
yeah. I like Kimmel.
Oh, Fallon's the other guy.
Yeah.
Fallon's the one that laughs when things aren't funny.
Kimmel's just on
Yeah.
ABC, which isn't
I like
really
Jimmy Fallon, though.
isn't really the late night
Fallon
destination.
is the roots.
Fallon is
Yeah.
the hip hop head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the hip hop head I thought shouted me out.
No,
The other one did?
Yeah,
Kimmel
Kimmel.
did.
Oh, the other guy's winning, I think.
I mean they
In this house.
I like them both. How about that?
Yeah. I'm a Colbert guy.
Well, either way, today's National Unfriend Day. I didn't know that was a thing, but I'm certainly I'm rolling with it. There's mad people I wish I could have unfriended in a classy and cool way. Like alerting people that you're unfriending them.
Oh wait, that's
So this mean like unfriend on like social medias, like unfollow type of thing?
or in real life.
I took it as a real life
So
type
like
of thing.
you could just stop fucking with niggas today?
Do you just like send them the link, like, yo, today's National Unfriend Day, and hope they get the hint?
Hey, hit niggas like, yo, I deaded you.
I mean, but if I don't really like you, I don't know if I'm waiting for the 17th. Like, what if I don't like you in April?
Yeah.
No, you're not speaking to him in April.
Well, I'm saying before, like of this year.
No, you deaded him
I gotta
already.
wait.
Today is just the day you remind that nigga that you deaded him. Yo, you cut off still.
How did you guys go about taking someone out your top 8 on MySpace?
I'm not doing this with you.
It was a big thing.
Just did
It was a big thing. I don't remember now.
Just take them out.
Were you guys one of those hoes that had like the top 16 when they added that?
Yeah, I had like a top 25.
Yeah. That was definitely a thing, like a real thing. That caused real arguments.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I think my hand is broke.
I'm sorry.
How? How did you break your hand?
Well, that's the thing. At this age, I just don't even know what happened.
Like just
make
your
it fit?
hand gets old.
Like, it kind of hurts,
It's not
Like,
broke.
right
You
in
can
here.
Nah, it ain't broke.
That's
Can
the
you
same
move?
dumb.
Nah,
Probably
it's
just a
not
sprain.
but it hurts.
broke. It hurts.
Oh
but
no,
not
because it's
broke.
raining today and you're old. It's arthritis.
I don't like it. I don't like that.
Yeah, we can't fight it though. Getting old, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are.
Thanks, Rory.
Yeah, nah, for real though. But you notice it more like when you start having sex with like women that are like significantly younger, like maybe 8, 9 years younger than you. Like the energy levels.
8, 9, he's next year.
Yeah, like it's like the energy levels are just like it's a difference.
That's why you just gotta lock him in a missionary, fucking face to face.
Yeah, but it's only so
You
long. Even
gotta control.
that,
You gotta
make
control the
love to
court.
them.
Yeah.
yeah, but even that starts to wear on you
Yeah.
after a while.
Once I attached that fucking hip to her leg to her hip with my arm, yeah, she ain't going nowhere.
I saw
Pin your little hyper ass down.
I saw a girl tweet, "Men in missionary is our version of twerking," and I got really upset.
That's just nasty.
That's funny.
That's nasty to think about. That's nasty to think about. But when you get older, like you got to start doing shit like you can't fuck no more.
We be twerking.
I mean, you be gyrating your hips a little bit.
I mean,
I just don't want to think about it. Like
It's not a
I
great
get it.
mental image.
It's like don't say that though. Like don't put it like that. But you definitely get to a point where it's like, all right, you got to start like the fucking days.
Oh, yeah.
Remember all the shit you used to think you could do, like pick her up and
Oh, yeah.
pin her against the wall and put. Nah, you got to make love now.
well, you can still do that, but
I wasn't good at that when it was in.
That was never your forte.
Nigga almost had a hernia trying to fuck around
Slipped
with
a
these.
disc.
You got to know who you can pick up.
Oh,
you
man.
can't. Yeah, you got. You can't just pick up the thicker ones. Like if you ain't been in the gym, Don't play yourself.
I've been locked into scenarios where she was having a blast up there, like if she was at the rodeo and I was dying, trying to hold that bitch up with my thigh muscles. You just keep getting lower and lower.
You don't want to think you soft.
Then
You're
you
like,
can
yo,
feel,
I got you.
Then you can feel that moment when she's fearful now. You can feel it in the fucking.
She feel it slipping. She feel you slipping. Yeah.
I'm trash. That's
part of getting old, though.
That's why they don't fuck me no more.
No, you got to make love now. You got to massage and talk. You know,
That's the wisdom of being a wily old veteran in bed. You know?
yeah, you got to know your.
Maybe you're more efficient. You're a little more efficient.
Yeah, know your strong
That or
points.
just
man.
eat pussy for way longer.
That's part of the wily veteran.
Even that.
The wild.
But even that, you're going to bring it up here. I'm going to lay down. Come on.
Now, that's so
Come
funny.
on.
You gonna bring it up here? Bring it to me.
You squat. Not me hide under the fucking comforter.
I'll hold your knees and help you balance.
Yeah, come on.
Yo, Joe,
Come on, gobble, gobble.
Gobble,
Come on, lay right here, gobble,
Don't
gobble.
ever turn and look at me and say gobble gobble. Okay, don't do that. We're not doing that. Don't say gobble gobble.
I'm just saying, you talking about sex, and I just think about all the different things I would have to factor into a confrontation before it occurred.
You eat pussy under the blankets?
Yeah.
It's too hot.
Joe's a sick nigga.
Wait, that's bad.
Can't breathe under that motherfucker.
Get rid of the blanket, man. Why you
Forehead-
got the blanket
forehead
like you
starts
hiding?
sweating.
Turn the heat up.
If this is a safe space, I'll share with y'all my move.
Okay.
I start under the blanket so I get steamy.
And then you reveal yourself.
Save on. Don't take none of these notes. Don't listen to none of this
That's
shit.
like the opposite of a wily veteran.
No.
The opposite of wily is,
Yeah.
but
That
No, I'm
Take the
telling you,
blanket
save
off.
on. Yes, that's exactly my move. What he just did as a joke, and it works.
It works. As
long as it works, I guess.
You need a steamy under there?
Y'all don't like? See now we're not supposed to. We're supposed to be saving the energy in hip hop.
It's okay.
because everybody's
We're
dying.
gonna save the
That's
energy.
what we're
Yeah, no, we're talking
supposed
about
to be
making love,
doing.
not war.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like steam.
Okay.
I like sweaty
Not
sex.
mad at
I'm just
it.
not going under
Y'all
the covers.
niggas want to be dry during sex?
no,
Nah, not at all.
Maybe not dry, but I don't want to be
And
under
if
the
I am
covers.
dry, I'm pouring this whole gallon of lube over you to make it slippery.
What's wrong with you?
I need help twerking.
And we all look better glistening. You gotta get a little
You
sweaty.
gotta oil your car up.
Yeah, that's
For
what
shit
you're
to
going
work
with. I see where you're
properly.
going with. I just can't eat
Oh.
pussy under the blankets. That's just like, get this blanket out there. Like, I want you to see this.
That's a vibe. Because that's
suffocate
another
down there.
level.
But like, are both of y'all under the blanket? Like, she peeking at you? Or it's like,
no. She up there.
She's peeking at you.
Oh, Joe gives surprise head.
She
Like,
up
you
there.
don't want, you give shy head. You don't want her looking at you.
crazy shit.
You don't want her looking at
Oh
you.
my God, Joe. Joe Budden.
That's what she's saying. Oh my God, it's Joe Budden, the podcaster.
Does she add the S?
It's the podcaster. His head is
He's doing
amazing.
it right now.
Oh my God, the guy with the network.
Yo, what you doing?
He don't pot it down like you.
What you do if you eating out under the blanket?
All right.
Yo, you
Hit the rim.
eating out under the blanket, and when you move the blanket, you see she recording. Like, what do you do?
That's never happened to me because
I'm just saying
fucking
if.
women that respect me and don't. They
Try to
well,
sneak
I don't.
record me.
That's not true.
They don't. They don't.
They
Respect
don't
you.
respect me.
They never try to sneak record y'all?
I've been snuck recorded before.
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
The hell niggas want to
must
take
be
Rory
trash.
for?
They sneak recording Rory?
What are niggas taping Rory for? What happened?
Well, it was women.
No, that's
Let's make
great.
this clear.
That's great. Yeah. Great. That's great, Rory. Thank you for that.
I'm just
Clearing
saying,
that up.
what are you doing with your Rory recording?
I mean, I understand your way of lashing out at your friends is by trying to hurt them with your words, but I'm just going to sidestep it and say that women have liked me in the past.
That's always a safe answer. Like, yo, women have
I'm
always
saying,
liked
are they
me,
showing it to their friends?
Of course
are
they
they
are.
sending it somewhere? Like,
Yeah, it's
At
Rory.
one point, Joe, I was in these New York City streets and was making a name for myself.
no.
Yes.
He was a hoe.
I went through my whole phase.
Yeah, see?
Men could go through their whole phase.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Are you done?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I was a really lost time. I didn't know myself. Searching for answers that I
I'm
could
happy
not
you
find.
found yourself. I'm happy you
You
found
got to be done once
Chasing
you
a
get,
high.
Once you get caught in all the ways you didn't expect. you got to be like,
forced to retire?
all right. I know I threw that away. Shot an eyelash just right by the end table. You know what? I'm done.
That's your eyelash.
I'm finished cheating.
I'm done. Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah,
that
no,
was not the whole phase I was talking about, Joe.
Oh.
I want to add that to my,
When
my
I'm
jacket.
I am the worst cheater. Panties in the shower. There's all types of clues around the house. It's like escape the cheat room.
And the prize is she's in the room.
Yeah.
Movie tickets on the dresser. Buy the lie text I sent you at the same time. That's crazy. It's crazy shit going on. Old days. Old toxic days.
Yeah.
Were we done with old nigga shit? My hand is really fucked up, and I hope that I don't have to fight like tomorrow.
But you don't know what you did? Like to...
Niggas got to start checking the mental health of the people that they fight. Like, you catch a nigga when he's in the middle of a really bad day. And he's going to take all his anger out on you.
Yeah.
That's a bad time to fight.
And sometimes I'm way too happy to think about a fight. Like, nah, you got it. I don't feel like
just
it.
lay down.
I don't feel like fighting right now.
Yeah.
I feel like all the like
You win.
real improv too, like the fights that happened without any real beef prior to knowing each other, or it had nothing to do with them.
Right.
You was angry that day, and now I'm gonna take it out on this person.
That's
really
how
what it
goes.
was.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get a house.
Yeah.
Smart.
I stay home.
Yeah.
I'm always in the house.
Yeah, but then I'm home thinking about what if the fight breaks in here? What if somebody breaks in and wants to fight?
I'm not eating. Wait. Somebody break it out. Just put them up.
No, but my hand.
I'm serious. Y'all niggas keep thinking y'all safe at home, man. Anyway, come on. Where do we start? 20 minutes in. Let's start with something hip hop.
Well, we had a little change to the verses. We had a little last minute audible.
Joe called it last week.
Yeah, last minute audible. They brung in Gucci for Jeezy.
No, Gucci for Ti.
Yeah.
Well, I think Joe.
No,
they brought in Gucci.
They brought in Gucci to battle
Thought you meant the
Jeezy
substitute.
in place of T.I.,
Yeah.
who was originally slated for this battle. Of course, when this news was announced, everybody posted it. It was a really big deal. And
I thought it was fake at
even
first.
even when I said it to y'all last week off mic, your reaction was, that's not going to happen. That can't happen. How could it happen?
And if it did, are they doing it in the same room like the rest of them?
Good question.
So they are doing it in the same room.
They are?
They will be in the same room.
Oh, that's a big deal.
This is important.
It is.
But we can go further. But this is important. It's important that we have this versus.
I would imagine they had a conversation before this was
Absolutely.
ever even posted.
Absolutely.
And then I thought that, and then Gucci's caption was, "Yo, tell Buddy." And after I saw Tell Buddy, I said maybe they didn't have a conversation.
No, they definitely had a conversation because this is a real life.
When was the last time you said Tell Buddy and they was your buddy?
No, but I think that's part of it.
Only
I think
keeping Ian.
I think that's part of it. That's part of the theatrics. That's part of selling the verses. To make it seem like there's still a lot of tension between them, to still throw little subliminals like Tell Lil Buddy, calling him Snow Cone.
I'm positive there's tension between them still. Now, how they go about that tension, I'm sure it's a lot
Tension
less.
maybe, yeah, but I'm
sure it's a lot
sure they had a
less.
conversation
Yeah.
with each other before. They're not going to have their first conversation when we see them on camera.
And what did he call? He
Yeah.
called him Snow Cone.
Yeah.
Buddy and Snow Cone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Jeezy fired back, make sure it's the real you and not the clone.
I didn't see that. That's pretty funny.
So they're both firing shots, and somehow I'm home and still afraid.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I didn't think this would happen. I didn't think they would be in the same room, but it's important that
And
we
I'm
have
glad that T.I. bowed out gracefully and gave the culture, help.
Did he give a reasoning?
Yeah, the reason was this is the one that it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
Gucci and Jeezy. They felt like the culture needed everything. Maul just said.
Yeah, this is just important for, if you know the history between these two.
Wait, before we dig back into this, Rory brought up a hypothetical scenario that he saw that
I was
that
going to
said,
wait till we were done with
No,
Gucci
let's
and Jeezy.
get in and get out of this one really quick. That said,
I saw a flyer that said T.I. versus Lil Wayne that when I asked had some legitimacy to it, and then they pulled it offline because it wasn't officially confirmed, but that's what they was trying to do.
Huh.
Say that again? They were trying to do what?
T.I. versus Lil Wayne.
Okay.
That was posted from someone like official? Someone? Oh,
yeah, but they be doing a little teasers
true.
about shit that's not confirmed, just throwing shit out there.
Not
Just-
usually like a flyer though. It's usually like
It was a
conversation
flyer.
on.
It was a flyer with a date in December.
That's Joe bag, though.
My bag? What you mean?
The leak.
No, because you had, that's how your battle came about. That's how your verses came about with, what's the gentleman's name? Battle rapper?
Hollow?
Hollow. It was just a picture of y'all standing face to face, and you posted it, and then a real battle came of that. But that before you posted that picture, it wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a thing that y'all had talked about.
Is T.I. taking Wayne in a 20 versus 20
There's no need for us to spend time on this. I just want a quick score from each of you so I know where the headspace is.
T.I. versus Wayne?
Yes. Give me your PC score.
PC score?
PC score
15-5.
18-2.
Rory.
Here's my PC
That
score.
can't be your PC score.
I could hear Benner texting Rory now. I could just hear it.
No, that can't be your PC score.
Your PC score is 18-2. Rory's trying to get us a deal somewhere. I'm fucking with him. I'm feeling him.
I'll say
We won't be allowed
14-6.
at the Trap Museum, but
No. And T.I. Shout out to T.I.
I'll say 14-6.
shout me out after you say 18-2.
Yeah.
I didn't say which
You
side.
say 14-6.
14-6.
Parks.
15-5.
I'm somewhere in between. What y'all
14 and
say.
a half.
So 18-2.
13-7.
15-5, 16-4, somewhere around there.
Okay. All right.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
Tell me it's 4.
Tell you T.I.'s 4?
Is he going
Talking to
first
me?
or second?
Y'all. I'm talking to y'all.
When he goes second, he'll catch a couple.
It depends, man. Because Live Your
That
Life.
Live Your Life record is going to be a strong one.
Yeah.
Fancy, his Drake record is going to be a strong one.
Against all the options Wayne has with Drake.
Bring him out.
Hey, look, man.
You had the nerve to say fancy.
That's a record.
I love fancy.
Me too.
Fancy's
So
a
then
joint.
why is
That's
the
not
whole
an
room
auto
laughing
point
at
versus the guy that
Versus
has
Lil
him on his
Wayne.
roster.
At no point did I say any of these are auto points.
I know.
I don't think there's an auto point for T.I. versus Wayne. I'm
No,
saying
Fancy is a joint. I
I'm
love
saying if Wayne gets out all 18 of his fucking haymakers, and then Live Your Life comes on,
18 haymakers.
and then Live Your Life comes on. Live Your Life is beating some of Wayne records. Now, just
If
depending
he's
on
going second,
depending on where it's played.
If he's going
if
second.
a Millie comes on, then what the fuck? My head's gonna explode. I'm gonna run around the house like, holy shit. I don't want no rapper to have to stand on the other side of Millie. I don't.
No. I think Wayne could
A
only
Millie,
see,
you lose, nigga. Bye.
Wayne could only see he's in the Drake and Hove category for me with verses.
yeah,
Those are the only people I think you should fuck with. Outside of the producers like Dre and that shit, I'm just saying rappers.
obviously. Yeah.
All right, well, off of that one, back to Gucci and Jeezy. What do y'all have going on there? And then tell me why the culture needs this right now and how this couldn't be a better time.
I'm sorry. That's just fun. Go ahead.
And you never scooted over either.
I'm immature.
Niggas.
Tell me why this is what the culture needed right at
You
this
told me
time.
around state of the culture real quick.
I would,
That was the most formal bullshit I ever heard in my life.
Joe's an
Take it away,
autopilot.
Jinx.
I was so serious though.
I know.
Take it away, Jinx.
Because Maul started with, this is good, we need this right.
No,
All right,
no,
never
you were
mind.
right. It was just the way you said it.
Never mind.
I think that Jeezy is probably the favorite in this. I think he is. I think he has the more.
Yo, we are such a New York podcast.
No,
That's why I'm scared to
No,
answer
people
this
from
one.
the.
Yeah.
Can we call someone from Atlanta?
Aha, now you want to have an Atlanta leg.
No, I mean no, but people from Atlanta have been saying the same thing.
Hey, Brandon just left Atlanta, but they're not in Atlanta.
They've been saying the same thing. Like Jeezy
Did
has
they
the
test
more.
for COVID.
He has more popular records. Like Gucci obviously is a street legend. He has records as well, but I think Jeezy is obviously just the bigger selling act. He has the more popular records, so I think it'll be. More importantly, the fact that they just in the same room doing this is the win.
That's the story. Yeah.
I'll put it this way. I think Jeezy will win the popular vote. Gucci may win
Absolutely.
the electoral college.
Nah.
Okay, I like how you put that.
Like I think
I like how you put that.
we did not live in Atlanta when Gucci's mixtape shit was completely running Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have the same view of this. We were up here where Jeezy records probably were playing a lot more because he was just bigger on a pop type rap space. But
I think Jeezy just has a lot of like cult classic records as well though, like street records.
They both do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
And Jeezy's got some hits.
the same thing I said about T.I. and Jeezy, where I was like, all right, you could play your blurred line shit, but how's that gonna go against a TM 101 record?
Mm-hmm.
You can now say that with Jeezy playing a hit record versus Gucci playing some shit that is
that's more loved in the streets. Yeah.
I don't know. Sounds like a tough matchup to me for Gucci. And I love Gucci, but Jeezy just has big hit records that are not poppy either. Like,
Yeah, I
Either way, you
don't.
shouldn't come to us for this.
that's true.
Yeah, but I don't even care about like the score.
Well, we're giving our New York opinion.
Well, yeah, that's where we're from. We can't help it. But I don't. To me, it's not even about the score, the record. Just the fact that they're doing this in the same room. I would love to just see the dialogue between them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these records have a lot of history in the streets in Atlanta. It's a lot of like lines and bars in a lot of their records.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be interesting to see them sit there and dissect that, and I'm hoping that we get like a real lengthy conversation between them two.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to what we were talking about last week with the OGs, talking about the violence that's happening with young artists. Like, who better to do it than these two?
Absolutely. So that's why, to me, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah, this is today's version of we're all in the same gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in what it symbolizes. As far as this battle goes musically, I have Jeezy winning. Like Maul, I didn't really get into a score count in my head. I just have Jeezy winning if it's only about music. Now, all those intangible things that I think lead to a W, I kind of favor Gucci with. Gucci, I think, is probably a better A&R today than Jeezy is. So when you get into the placement,
They're both pretty good A&Rs, actually.
For sure, but Gucci has fathered
Absolutely.
all of modern
I
day
don't-
Atlanta.
I don't want to
and that's
step
not
on
even
what
a
you're
question.
saying because yes, Jeezy is.
Yeah.
Gucci's has manifested in ways that
I agree.
his placement of records, I think, will be kind of crazy. 1, 2, like I say before every one of these battles, that the big bro effect. Who big bros, who little bros, who, or big bros, who. Jeezy is a man, so I don't picture him that way. But anybody that has been Lil Bro on the Verzuz has been a man. I didn't picture them that way.
I think with their history, though, I don't know if there'll be any big bro, low bro energy.
Every time it's always there.
Yeah, but they're
In the
their
subtlest
situation is
of
a
ways,
bit
in the
different.
subtlest of ways, it's always there.
Yeah, you got to kind of be able to see it and dissect it yourself.
Yeah, they're men, so I don't think there's going to be anything overtly obvious or disrespectful, or I think they'll be very polite. Like you said, I think they've spoke before, been in the same place before. I think all that.
I don't know if they've. I don't think they've been in the same room yet, but I'm almost positive they've had a conversation. Like I'm willing to say that.
When T.I. had Jeezy on his podcast and they were discussing it, I don't think Jeezy had mentioned, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that they had a conversation or pieced anything up at that time.
I mean, that was a while ago though.
Couple months.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
In order for them to both agree to this, I'm pretty sure that they both had a conversation. They talked. I don't think they've been in the same room yet. If they have, great. But either way, I'm really looking forward to this because again, it's just the timing of it all.
Yeah.
Is perfect. You know, just two men with a history of being in the streets in Atlanta and it being a beef between them and beef amongst crews.
And then the look is going to be important. See, just like you said, I don't know. Last few times I've seen Jeezy, he's kept it low. Him and just a few other people.
Well, that's part of growing as a man. You start to value what's important and what means. You know what I mean? Like we've watched the transformation of Gucci.
No, 1,000%. But if I needed to call fucking Dill to pop up tomorrow, he could.
Oh, absolutely. That's still but that's just man shit.
And that's
You
shit
never
that I
lose
don't know about, so I won't speak on it. But
Yeah,
to me,
you-
that's important. Who shows up with Jeezy? Who shows up with Gucci? What is Gucci wearing? What is
Yeah.
his wife wearing? Who has tricks like that? Look, the optic of it.
Yeah,
all
no,
of that stuff
we saw
plays
with
a part
Chains
in
and
this.
Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Definitely played a factor.
Yeah, man. So this is Thursday. I'm really excited about it.
Me too.
Does this have Atlanta divided? Like we talking just as
I'm hoping it's bringing
as
Atlanta
dudes
together.
and not divided seriously, like beef divided.
Atlanta
fan-
seems pretty
just-
tough
I'm
to
talking about the
divide.
Fan bases?
fanfare, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
Because
but that's what
Atlanta
it's for,
rides
though.
for Atlanta, and now it's
Yeah.
Atlanta on Atlanta.
But that's what it's for though. You have just like Nas and Jay is New York. You know what I mean? Like it was a divide between Nas fans and Jay fans during that time. So it's the same thing here. I think it's just a divide amongst the fans, but all in fun.
Yeah.
All in just, reminiscing and listening to records that were out at a time where you may have been in a different place in your life.
Right.
Reminiscing on some things. it's a celebration of how far both of these men have come, the transformations that both of them have made.
I'll cry if they get up there looking like who was that? Beanie Man and Elephant Man.
Oh yeah, no. If it's like that, then that's like Beanie Man and
Bounty Killer.
Yeah. I always do that. I'm so sorry.
That's all.
But yeah, if that type of camaraderie is on display,
yeah, that's huge. That's major.
I'll catch allergies.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that's major.
Because if you know the history of them two as well, that would be amazing to see.
But it just sends the right message at this time, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
agreed.
It's
as
cool.
much as I laughed at you, Joe, you were correct. This is what is needed right now.
Yeah, it's cool to grow old and be engaged and be married and have kids and have a family and, pass the baton and put the younger generation on, create opportunities for the next up. Like, that's the real cool shit.
And I think squash some old shit.
Yeah, and I think that's what both of these men represent in their city. It's like, yo, y'all know what we've been through, but this is what you should look forward to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being a family man and representing your family and just, if it's old beef, it's old bullshit, bury that shit, put it to the side, and everybody move on and be happy.
I really like where Jeezy sits today in terms of his new album coming. Cool. He got his talk show. He has a podcast surrounding the album. I like what's going on with him.
Yeah, for sure. And Gucci too. We've seen I don't even call it a rebrand. It was like a re-life when he got out of jail of just how positive he's been, healthy, minding his business, chilling. Like I've loved both of them getting older.
The evolution of them both.
They've been great examples of hip hop getting older.
Yeah, it looks good.
So them doing this together, I think is amazing. And shout out to Swizz and Tim for putting this together, because this one is much more important than I think a lot of people realize.
Agreed.
It's cool to grow old and classy.
Yeah.
I was watching 50 on the Breakfast Club this morning, and they asked, "All right, you see that Jeezy and Gucci getting together to do the verses, so does this mean like maybe you and Ja could squash it and maybe y'all could do verses?" No.
50's going 50.
No.
That no is going to be long term.
Nah.
That's a long standing.
That's
no.
till death do them part.
We probably said the same thing about this one, so.
We did. Yeah, you can't predict the future.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I understand 50 saying that now.
Yeah.
But time.
Yeah.
Over time, anything is possible. So.
Come on, let's get into some of why this is important right now. Anyway, with the current state of everything that is happening in hip hop and that has happened in hip hop this year, in terms of the violence and the murders, and it's just a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's I mean, at some point we just gotta address it for what it is. It's just the energy that's surrounding the culture right now. You know what I mean? With the content, the type of music, the type of lyrics that, we champion.
Hasn't that always been here though?
It hasn't been this, because again, we like how we talked about a while ago. I said it's easier for artists now to get on. Mm-hmm. It's easier for artists to be heard. Mm-hmm. And with that comes,
I don't care about that part. I care about like what era's the scariest, and I ain't gonna hold you. It's scary right now.
Again, because we're
don't let them digitalizing things understate that it's scary. Don't let the pandemic and the fact that you stuck in the house understate it's spooky out there. This is feeling like 90s to me. I ain't outside.
I think it's worse because I don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying to you.
We got to be honest. It's the music. You know what I mean? Like because now the gang culture.
I just can't roll with that.
No, it's the music. Or do you think the music is just reflecting what's?
No, let me explain. Let me explain why. Because you have, it's a lot of banging on wax now.
Right.
And when I say that, meaning like we've always had rappers and artists that were from cities and were gang affiliated and were gangs. They were gang members.
Right.
But they weren't on wax saying fuck that side, fuck them. When we see them, we killing them. That wasn't part of it. Like I knew Snoop was a Crip growing up. I don't remember hearing him banging on Bloods and saying it's on when we see them, and I don't remember that.
Maybe not to the degree.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like somehow the gang culture is magnified in hip hop now, where it's like you're almost not cool if you're not from a gang.
Well, I think that you actually made a good point about the ease of creating and releasing music now.
Right.
Probably lends it more to where guys that were heavy in the streets,
Right.
maybe didn't want to take the time out to go to a studio and all that kind of thing back then. As much as now, it's easy. You can just do it on your laptop at home and see if some.
But
shit
that's what I'm
pops.
saying. It's easier for these artists now because when we were in the streets younger, it had to be it had to be an event of things that happened for us to get a record where a rapper was saying, "Yo, fuck him." It was like a diss record. That was a moment.
Yeah.
Now with these younger dudes, every record is one of those records. It's like every record is a single is a diss record now. You know what I'm saying? Where they're talking about somebody that killed or somebody that got beef with, or when they see them, it's like almost every record. People are partying to it. So now you're taking that energy in. It's a real thing. It's the energy is real.
Let me ask, because I think the spike in violence isn't just rapper specific.
I wouldn't say it's just that. No, it's not
I think
just
not
that.
only the music, because I do understand your point. The ability to go on the internet when you have a beef with somebody where everyone can see it and an ego is bruised much easier may play, if not more than a song. Because not every single person that is being killed is a rapper or anyone in these gangs.
Of course not.
I think it's the ability for everyone to see in a disagreement in plain view where an ego can be bruised would probably add more to it rather than just music. I think that just reflects what's happening as is.
Well, again, like I said, they're banging on each other through music. They're using music
and on,
as
social media.
and on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. But it all comes into the music.
I don't even want to. I don't. Yes, what y'all are saying is true. But my focus is not just on Benny's not in the gang, right?
Well, we weren't talking about
maybe
specifically
gang
about the
affiliated.
gang.
Yeah,
I can
just
name
in
quite
general.
a few other people that have been shot this year that weren't in the gang at all.
Yeah, no.
So when we're speaking about the energy,
though.
yes, that gang culture and what they're doing on the songs plays a part. But I would like us to address the weird energy, not that 2020 has had, because we kind of all aware of that, but that is surrounding hip hop and entertainment as a whole. And we've always kind of mirrored, or the streets has been government, like the government is government. Like
hip hop is a street culture.
Like, yeah, it's like the streets will tell you what's going on. So I'm just saying, like, with mental health plummeting or skyrocketing, however you want to look at it, the way it is, with unemployment skyrocketing the way it is, with drugs being either expensive or harder to come by than we're used to, there's just a lot going on in the scope of the country that says to me or anybody that comes from an impoverished place, oh, the streets is hungry now. The streets are streeting.
But I look at it differently,
And the streets are always gonna street.
Yeah, but see, I look at it differently because we had this talk a while ago, and I don't really look at it from a poverty standpoint as much as I used to, because these dudes now are killing each other with $1,000 designer sneakers on. With $1,000 phones in their hands, they're jumping out of foreign cars. They got Rolexes on. They got like $80,000 watches on, and they shooting at each other. So it's not a poverty thing. It's not poverty. Like, people are not robbing each other because it's poverty. They're not. It's just like, to them, they feel like that's just the cool shit. That's the fly shit. Like, I got the grip on me. I'll back this shit out and I'll air this shit. Like, that's cool. It's looked at like that's cool now. And it's just, like I said, it's the energy. You in the club all night, you hearing the music. When I pop this, I turn into a demon. I'm on this time. And it's like, you keep hearing this shit. After a while, it's like it starts to consume you. And you start to feel like, yo, I don't have a good night unless we go outside and jump a nigga right now. Or it's not a lit night unless we go outside and we let the grip off right now. Like, that's what the cool shit is with this generation. And it's all through the music to me. That's what it looks like to me. It's all through the music.
There is something about putting that energy
It's a real thing.
in lyrics.
It's a real thing. I don't blame it on
for
poverty, because niggas got on $2,000 outfits shooting at each other.
Yeah, but that
Yeah,
don't
but
mean,
broke
that don't mean
people
nothing,
have
because you're
that.
still conditioned from your impoverished neighborhoods. That's
Yeah,
where
but
you grew
my
up.
thing is, if you get into the bag, if you touching paper, like, you supposed to start moving away from that type of shit, because you don't want to fuck this bag up. Like, that's how I was raised. Like, yeah, we all come from the streets, we grind, but when you get in a position now where companies are investing money in you, and you don't live in the hood no more, you got a nice condo somewhere in the outskirts of the city, like, You have to start moving yourself away, detaching yourself. Like, yo, I can't be running around with 20 dudes and everybody got a gun on them.
I totally disagree. I don't think you have to look at it that way at all.
Higher security.
That's one of the reasons I've always had a different type of respect for niggas that live by a certain code. Because at the end of the day, what my logic says is, you value life different than me. Like, you willing to do a few things. You willing to go sit down for 20. You willing to go let it fly. You willing to get shot. You willing to just die.
But why if we're getting money and life is a little easier now? Why would you risk that?
Because that may not be where some people place their values.
And life being easier?
If I've been doing something for 17 years and then I've been doing something for 2 years, like...
Not even in some cases.
Yeah, like... Yeah, but that's who these people are.
No, I know these people. But I'm saying that it's the way it's supposed to go is if we're grinding and we're in the streets, we got to do certain things for survival mode, right? But now when we're away from that...
Well, we know how it's supposed to go. We know that you're supposed to do this shit, make a way out, and get out and stay out, and the goal is to age and take care of your family and put people... We know how it's supposed to go. I want us to address what we're seeing before our very eyes. Because I ain't never seen nothing like it.
No, me neither. Like,
and I ain't never felt nothing like
this
it.
This is a totally...
Where different rappers getting popped every other week.
But again, my belief is that it comes from guys being able to go and record music and say things disrespectfully towards other people whenever they want, put it out to the world whenever they want. Like, it's just the way we're able to consume music, hear music, find who these guys are. Social media, everybody is like in one circle now.
This Benny story scared the shit out of me when it got sent to my phone.
Yeah.
Prayers up for Benny, by the way.
Yeah, prayers to Benny.
Prayers up to Benny. For anybody unaware, he was in Houston. He went to Walmart with his dude. Streets had the drop on him. The story I read said that Streets said he might have been taking too long, fired two, scattered off, everybody boogied. Benny tried to go to the hospital, drive himself to the hospital, couldn't. Called EMT, they came, went to the hospital. That is the story, and thank God that Benny is okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But my brain don't go to thank God he's okay first. My brain instantly goes to all the million ways that could have ended differently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Wes had texted me that night, and that fucked me up because he just texted me like he had just landed back in Atlanta, and they had told him that Benny had got shot. And when I read that, I was just like, man, I don't even want to hear. I don't even want to look at my phone. And he was like, yo, he gonna be good. Just pray. And even Nat was like, that's not enough. Like, don't tell me he's gonna be good. Just pray. Because now I'm sitting at home like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But thankfully he's fine. He's back home, resting, recovering. I haven't spoken to him yet, but I was in touch with West, and he said, he's good and he's recovering and he'll be all right.
And then it bothers me when I have to listen to casual fans and just people talk about shit after the fact. Like, Benny went through what he went through, and then, oh my God, all of these fucking casual fans. Well, why was he at a Walmart?
Oh, yeah. Come on, man.
Like, excuse me? Like, I had to stomp on him. I'm like, yo, fam. It's okay to just not know what you're talking about. Let me tell you what every rapper has done when they hit a city and realized they needed tank tops or something.
Yeah,
Socks.
or some draws.
Yeah. They gathered up their troops and they went to Walmart or the nearest place that you could get some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody's done it. But that's kind of
Walmart in the South is like the corner store.
Yeah.
But that's kind of my thing about, like, I'm not going to be the guy to say that Benny should have been moving differently, because when I read it, he moved away. Niggas will be moving.
Yeah.
But when the streets get the drop, they just have the drop. Like, there's nothing else to, and that's my point more about just what's going on in the country and how it relates to what's going on in the streets, which should relate to our industry and how niggas is getting around out here. Because some of us kind of know this language when you see it. It's instinctual. This shit is nuts. Mo 3, Boosie. I've been reading Mo 3 shit all weekend.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine being in that predicament of, and rest in peace to my man Bo. He got murdered this way too. Like, when you at a woman's house and then you leave and they get the drop on you. So now people that love you are forced to sit here and figure out if you were set up. Like, it's just a nuts situation. Oh, here it is. Rapping desperate to get away from the killer. Yeah, this story was nuts.
Yeah.
In the daytime. See, that's my thing. You go somewhere, you do something you've done a million times. You sleep with your chick you intimate with. You leave in the morning, you know how it is when you leaving in the morning, it's empty, niggas gone, the neighbors went to work, you get in your car, you go about your business. If the streets is laying up on you, it means they were gonna lay up on you. We were waiting. I waited here for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I waited here for a month till you come out. Broad daylight on the highway. What does it tell you about where the streets are?
Right. Yeah, it's definitely
Boosie go out there to pay respects, and they think he coming for vengeance, and pop him. Like, what is this telling you about the energy and where the streets are? Dallas is a mess right now. They burning down stores affiliated for anybody they think got. It's happening out there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Houston, I don't have to be there. Every time I see an Insta snap of any party, I see the street niggas I know. I don't have to be there to understand the energy when some of those guys I'm looking at are outside. In Atlanta, I don't have to be there because the same thing exists. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I can't find another way to tell people to move cautiously and to be aware when I already assume some of the people in our field are moving that way. But if y'all not and you stuck in your own arrogance, and I'm not talking to anybody in particular, please, because y'all know. But if we stuck in our own arrogance, if we stuck trying to figure out how to get a quick bag because all the shows have stopped and touring might not come back till 2023, so now we targeting the places that's open. Guess what, nigga? Hey, they are too. Again, I'm not talking to anybody specifically. This is more of a PSA because I'm home scared to death for y'all. My heart stops when these headlines come up.
Word.
I'm now damn near conditioned to the point the beginning of every headline, I put it to death. They said Sinbad had a stroke. I put it to death before the word stroke came up. That's what this year has been. And if you think that the universe is just slipping and this is just about to come to a stop at sometime soon, you're not projecting. And we ain't even getting to Trump's 2 months left. All of this is fucked up, man. I pray for y'all and I want people to be safe. Please. I can't come in here and give a logical, politically correct take on Wayne fighting a Fed case for a firearm and ammunition because, nigga, why not?
Right.
What I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
They tried it. Niggas tried it. Yo, come on, that's Wayne. That man, he should have security. He should have somebody with him to have it on him. Guess what? I watched security with Quando and Vaughn. There. It still happened. I don't know if now is the time to have the conversation of security is a myth. Secure your fucking self. Niggas with families are not jumping in front of the bullet for you 99% of the time. I hire security for help because I can fight. My hands work. So as long as I got a couple big niggas that's helping, cool. But they're there to diffuse things. You rappers almost gotta run around with the hired guns, which puts me in my fucking in my state of confliction because I understand all of y'all running around the way y'all running around. I get it. I did it. I did that. So I'm gonna come and sit here and say, everybody stop, everybody stop. What's going on? No, the streets will be the streets before you, during you, and after you. That is the constant here. I got into rant mode, so I'm not even clear on what I'm ranting about. I'm just home frightened for my peers.
No, you was cooking.
Yeah.
Like,
No, you saying some important shit.
I can't tell anybody about energy. Like, it's not something you could tell somebody about.
It's a feeling.
Like, hopefully.
Yeah.
Right.
Hopefully it is. Because you got to catch it before it gets to your door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I can say. I've been young and stupid. Everything they're doing, I did it. Like, I put on my jewelry to go play cards in a park by the projects. It's not smart.
Right.
But when you're 24, 25,
You get in the bag.
you feel good. You put your chain on, you feel good. Hey, even that is handed down to us generationally from the streets. Like when the streets first started, it was the furs and the chains and the crews and the car and the boombox and the girls.
Right.
And that was the status, not for how you're doing in life, but for how you're doing in the streets.
Right.
Every pull up I ever do, or any rapper I sit in front of, that's the first thing I go to.
Chains.
Is the chains.
Yeah.
Because it speaks to niggas that know what you need if you want to move that way.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Niggas came right up to me in the park. Yo, do me a favor. Gently lift that off of you. Kindly. Not don't move fast. Slow. I'm in my head, nigga, it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to do this as slow as possible. Man.
3 o'clock, you need it more than I do. Here, you got it.
I'm just saying that this happened with the police down the street, man. When they almost blew my brains out in Jersey City, Joe didn't have beef with a soul, is what I'm saying. I didn't have beef with anybody. It just so happened the people that I was around maybe did. And I had no way of knowing. So the energy made it right to your fucking car door. If you don't see that, if you don't feel that, if you're not vetting, if you don't know the people you with, you don't know what they got going on. I'm just saying.
And the car you were in, I'm sure, said, "Hey, that's Joe Budden on Bergen."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was 9 cars. It was mad cars. I mean, it didn't matter. I felt as safe as I could possibly be. I was with niggas that you should feel safe with.
Yeah.
Right.
The streets are the streets. A nigga can just get the drop with. That's just, it's not gonna change, man. And that's why with this Meek shit, like, I understand. Meek put out a tweet. Well, actually, I don't know where I stood on this. Meek put out a tweet and said, yo, niggas in Philly is really talented. I'm paraphrasing here. I'm not reading. Niggas in Philly is really talented. I would come give all the young boys an opportunity and a deal, but y'all got to stop killing each other.
Well, read the tweet. It's right here. Let's give him the courtesy of reading his exact words rather than paraphrasing.
I'll get all the main big artists in Philly a deal if they put them bodies behind them and squash them beefs that I hear about. Got some hot young boys from the city, but they're all beefing. I read that and thought it was commendable.
Yeah, I don't know how he got backlash from that. I still don't understand
That's
that.
unfortunate that was taken that way.
He got backlash because the streets are the streets. He got backlash because, and I had to shift through the core to get to the core of this because I'm with you. Like, how do you get backlash from this? If you come from the streets, you've created jobs and employment for
And trying to help
people.
others.
You're trying to help others, and now you want to reach back and give opportunity to some other people if they just chill out. Some sounds good until you put street logic into it. Then I totally get why they're mad.
Yeah,
See it, and that's my thing. I don't know anymore because I'm old and disconnected and out of touch. But it seems like the Philly streets, and again, I'm not a Philly dude or a street dude, but it seems like the Philly streets are saying, "Hey, buddy, you come from here. You come from poverty. You rep this shit. You've repped it. Your music speaks for us and to us. So how do you not understand if our homies get killed and we ride?" Of course, they didn't say that. No one said that. This is on the internet. Niggas just talking. And y'all, I don't even like to come in here and talk about street shit. Yeah. But unfortunately, you can't escape it anymore. Yeah. Hip hop is here. We're at that crossroads now.
Yeah, but Joe, here's my thing. Okay, so yeah, we understand it's a cycle. You know, they killed my homie. We got to go back. We got to kill one of them. But at what point? Because that's just a cycle of who's next. You know what I'm saying? And a guy like Meek, who is from these same streets, who is from these same situations and been in some serious situations himself, who has now worked himself into a position where he's living a better life. He's providing a better life for his family. He's providing a better life for his friends. And here he is using his platform to say, yo, I hear the hot talent that's in my city, and I want to reach out to y'all and I want to work with y'all, but the beefing is a problem. Like, we can't do that if we're trying to create business and create opportunities. Like, we have to stop that. And then now he gets backlash for that. It's not like this is coming from somebody who has no idea what's going on in these cities and in the streets. He's from there.
Right.
So to me, it's like, yeah, we know the streets will be the streets, but we are the streets. We're from the streets. We're the people that live in these neighborhoods. So at some point, it's like what we have to make the change. And I just don't understand how a guy like Meek, who's reaching back and who's telling everyone on his platform, like, yo, I want to work with the talent in my city. I want to create these opportunities. But we know there are real life things that are going on. There are real situations that we have to stop and we have to put to the side if we're trying to get to a better place. I just don't understand how people were mad at him saying that. This isn't somebody that never been in the streets and never been in the hood, that grew up in the suburbs his whole life and went to, the best schools and the best university. This is a dude that's from these same blocks.
Yeah,
well documented.
Like that's what my mom meant when she said, you take you with you everywhere you go. Back to when the surroundings change and the situations change for some people, their attitude should change. Listen, if you can't stop shooting niggas where you at, then what makes me think you about to stop shooting niggas where you go?
Well, I think that's what he's saying.
Well, it is what he's saying.
So, but why are people mad at him saying that though?
Well, it's Philly that's mad, and I'm going to assume that it's because there are more personal details involved that have not been released, like your actual ties to certain blocks or situations, or just your knowledge of what's happening. So I'm assuming they're saying, Meek, you have knowledge of what's going on over here, so stop that for the peace shit. And again, I'm assuming I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't know a thing. I'm just here to tell y'all that the energy it should be blaringly obvious now. Now, if we talk about our head being on a swivel, but swivel it faster. Just be careful where you go, where you move. Just be careful, man. We got 1 month and a half left of this year, and I'm hopeful that 2021 will bring about some change. I'm hopeful of that. I am. Or at least it'll be a better picture of us getting used to whatever this new normal is. But if we just running around like chickens with our head cut off, because our way of living has been impacted that way, or our means of living has been impacted that way. And if you've been blessed enough for your means and way of living to not have been affected, just know that there are a bunch of other people that have. Mm-hmm. Just be mindful, man.
Yeah, but I think that we just got to stop being so divisive and confrontational. Like I think we got to move that, shake that. That's just something that I think is handed down generational. We're just very divisive and very confrontational, and a lot of that is just ego. Yeah, a lot of that is trauma. But at some point, we got to put an end to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to just go away one day. We're going to wake up and everything's going to be gone. I know that's not how it works, but it just starts with you. Like, if you want better, do better. If you want, to be able to walk outside the community and, things are cool and calm, then it's the people. We have to do it. Like, nobody's coming to save us. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a myth that we're waiting on, is one day we're going to wake up and everything's going to be fine and, local government is going to fix things. And that's not how it happens. Right. We have to make the change in our communities. We have to make the change in ourselves. We have to make the change in how we just deal with each other day to day in the communities. And I think if we do that, everything else falls in line. But we just got to stop being so divisive and so confrontational with each other. It's like, I get it. I understand it. It's a lot of trauma with us. I understand it. But we have to do the work. Mm-hmm. We are the ones that have to do it. There's nobody coming to help us. I mean, people can try, like Meek is trying to let people know, listen, I'm willing to do work with young kids and the dudes in my city and give them a shot, but I can't be affiliated with drama. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand how people turned on him and was mad at him for saying that, but you can't please everybody, so I mean, it is what it is.
Before we get to Gap Band and while we're in this area, prayers to Jeremiah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And everything that he's going through. I saw Berg, I saw 50 and a few others announce, Chance the Rapper, that he was battling with COVID. But it did appear that he was getting a little bit better. He is in ICU, and was unresponsive, but from what I understand is responsive now. Mm-hmm. So prayers out to him, his family, loved ones. And just want to get that in there before we hit Gap Band.
Prayers to Jeremiah.
That was
Absolutely.
scary too.
Yeah,
because most of the people I've seen as of late get contracted with COVID, including Joe, it seems like it had maybe gotten a little bit weaker, but that's clearly not the case, at least in all aspects.
And from what I've heard, he didn't have any like precondition that COVID would hit him worse, like if he had really bad asthma or some type of condition.
Oh, he has asthma.
Oh, he did? Okay, because when I was watching the 50 interview, he would suggest he didn't have any of the
No,
things
he
that make-
100% had something because they put him on incubation.
Yeah.
And when you're on incubation, at least how it was explained to me, it's a tad bit different from just a ventilator.
Yeah, so he does have asthma. Okay. Well, prayers to Jeremiah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wish him recovery.
And what is hard, as difficult as it was for me to breathe, and at the peak of my COVID, listen, I totally can see how if you had trouble breathing already,
Right.
how it could get real bad for you. So, prayers to Jeremiah. Hopefully, he pulls through this thing. Yeah, it's like nothing but bad news in hip hop now.
all
like
the time.
Yeah.
And the good news when it comes, it's so cookie cutter and label induced. That's like
It doesn't even feel real.
Where's the organic feel good stuff? Like just for the soul.
Yeah.
Where's that? Like it's like the balance is off. Like when I talk about energy, it's like we're not balanced anymore. All we're getting is politic bullshit, entertainment bullshit, sports bullshit, and stock bullshit. And real estate. And real estate bullshit.
Which I guess kind of goes back to your own life. And not to say I don't think anyone in this room or a lot of our listeners are live and die by what happens within music or celebrities or just even presidential type news. But yeah, you have to find happiness within your immediate circle. Because there's nothing but negative shit happening around. Even if there is negative shit happening within your inner circle, you got to find the positive shit close to home. Because it's not going to happen out here.
Right. And I do believe it's positive things happening. I just think negative news moves faster.
True. It just feels like an influx of negative news regardless.
Right.
Well, listen, prayers to Jeremiah.
Yeah, for real.
Prayers to the fans, family, and friends of Mo 3.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Bruce Sweden.
Yeah, I saw that.
Legendary
I saw that
engineer.
today, man.
He did Thriller.
Yeah, rest in
You don't have
peace.
to say much more.
Human Nature.
Yeah. He did all of Quincy's stuff from the 70s on, pretty much. Amongst other things, but
Yeah, rest in peace.
you can start and stop with Thriller, and that would be more than anybody in our craft has accomplished. So, rest in peace,
Yes.
Bruce Sweden.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Died at 86.
Oh, man. And thank God that Benny's all right, man. Shout out to Griselda.
Yeah.
Because that would have haunted me with Wes just being here.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that was.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah, I got.
don't
He
think
texted me,
Don't
man.
even want to talk about it.
Yeah, that shit just. That text was just yeah.
Quick pivot with shit that has nothing to do with this. When Maul kept saying, nobody's coming to save us, I kept dying laughing because Gilligan's Island, every episode was based around somebody coming to save them.
Yeah.
Every episode.
That shit was on there for a while, too.
Did they ever make it off?
I don't think I ever
See,
saw it.
look, nobody even got to the end.
Yeah, no. It transformed into Lost.
It just evolved.
Yeah.
The Lost dudes didn't make it off, right?
Well, they all
They were
died.
all dead.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, man, that seems like such a good time to talk about The Undoing right now.
Let's do it.
No, we got important shit to get to. Oh, fuck it. We'll get to important shit later. Who did it? Spoiler alert,
Okay,
if you're interested in watching, this is not an ad, but it should be. HBO, what the fuck is going on? The Undoing, Sunday nights on HBO at 9 p.m., starring Hugh Jackman,
Best shit
Nicole
out right now.
Kidman,
Hugh
and...
Grant, not Hugh
oh,
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. I'm sorry, Wolverine. Hugh Grant, Nicole Kidman, and Donald Sutherland putting on an absolute acting clinic on Sunday nights. Even the little boy is doing a good job. It's always the kid they cast that fucks it up.
Yeah.
But
No,
he's
kind of killing it.
oh my God, he's smoking this, man. They're doing a great job. So if you're trying to watch it, we have spoiler alerts coming. So,
But I mean, we still don't know the end of it, so there's not really.
well, we're talking about things that have happened in the 4 episodes
Sure.
that have aired. And now it appears that they're trying to make it look like Dad did it.
Well, they're trying. Every episode, it seems like they try to make it look like someone else did it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So I mean, while there may be spoilers within this little conversation we have,
They stole that from Power.
There's still no end, and I'm not sure that we'll get to the end until the end.
What if we get to the end and they still don't tell us who did it?
I mean,
like, what if they try to go into season 2 with this? Is there? Does this look like
I think it's a miniseries.
I was about to say it doesn't look like a season 2 type thing with this.
I think it's a miniseries. I could be wrong about that though.
Those get me kind of tight though.
I love miniseries.
Listen, don't try to bring me into
I like them
season
while
2
it's
without
happening
knowing
because you
who
get
killed
answers.
because I won't be there for that.
But like, for example, with HBO, the night of.
Well, that show, I don't know if they announced that it was a miniseries. I think they just stopped doing it, which is a little different. It's one thing if you go into it like, yo, this is a miniseries.
Well, they could have kept the night of with different cases.
Yeah.
Like, just don't miniseries me so dope and then just end it.
Well, they kind
like,
of
at least the OJ shit went to like Versace and like they continued being.
I'm waiting on
dope.
their next one.
Yeah.
It's been a
Why
minute.
wasn't Rory in the writing room?
And actually,
Look at these
dude from Versace is killing it on the
Quavo?
It's a good shot.
That was a good shot.
I'm here, man.
No, the dude that
it was
plays
a bank shot,
Versace
but it was
is
good.
the cop on The Undoing.
Yeah. You didn't see that one, Joe?
No,
wear a lot of
I'm trying to get
Versace.
Quavo out of my head. The cop from
The Undoing.
From Undoing
Played the
with the
actual
beard
Versace man
is Versace.
from FX.
Correct.
There you go. So
Another
you piece
good
it all
actor.
together, come together. Don't
Look
worry
at that. That is fucking
I
Versace.
definitely feel like this is a.
He's annoying me in this though.
Oh, he's a cop.
He always popping up
Yeah.
with some new ever. You did it. We have you walking down the street at the time of the crime.
I wonder if actors have that in their head that I'm going to be the annoying role and my goal here and my good acting is going to make me annoying, but is that going to take me out of my role for the next one? Like, I don't like him anymore. He annoyed the fuck out of me. Like, no, he did his job. He was supposed to be annoying.
Right. Well, he's a good actor. He did a good job as Versace, so that shows that he's got a little bit of range. I like it.
What if it's the kid?
That's what I've been saying.
No, come on.
See,
Hey,
Kid is
see,
not, the kid can't wield a fucking sledgehammer like that.
Shit, they're
sure you can.
teenagers or close to
And
teenagers.
sledgehammers aren't that
Fam,
heavy.
if the mom is a therapist and Donald Sutherland is the ominous creature that he is in every movie,
He's killing it too, man.
why his grandkid can't be a killer too?
Oh, you think I was thinking about the woman's kid.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about him. I don't really
No.
fuck with him like that. He's crying every time I see him.
Miguel?
I think it's between the woman's husband and Nicole Kidman.
They better not make it Nicole Kidman.
I do think that they were having sex together though.
Don't Shutter Island us.
I think that
Don't
Nicole
Fight Club
Kidman
us.
and the lady had the lady that got killed. I think they had sex.
They did.
Yeah,
Oh, it seemed like it.
They had sex.
I think they had sex.
What do you mean by Shutter Island us?
She was just crazy the whole time. She had a split personality. She didn't even know.
Yeah, it looks like it's
but
going
he
that
knew
way.
at the end of Shutter Island.
Huh?
He knew at the end of
That's what
Shutter
they did in
Island.
The Sinner too, right?
You can't. No. The Sinner on HBO.
Yeah.
Did they?
No. What's the one where they started with? Was that a helicopter or a car outside?
I have no idea.
What's the one where they started with the girl on the beach that was
Oh
crazy?
yeah.
and she
Okay,
was
yeah. That was a
when the
Sinner. I'm
music
sorry. I was
came
thinking
on.
of The Visitor or whatever the fuck that was on
the
HBO.
visitor. These fucking shows.
Yeah.
When the devil wants to visit, will you be home?
Let me check my schedule.
I love the stupid taglines that come with these movies. Speaking of, Tenet.
Did you see
Tenet. No, I didn't see it, but it's available for us to see from our homes December 15th.
Okay.
They
It's
fooled me.
lit.
I went and searched for it. They had a preview up. I can't wait to watch that from my house.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know what that select theater shit was. It's like, fam, there's no theaters open.
At all.
But back to Undoing, the dad went to the jail to tell dude, yo, I'll kill you. Then went to the school to say, yo, I'll kill you. Like, listen, man.
Donald's a G. Don't fuck with those Sutherlands.
Yeah, him or Kiefer.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it being him being the killer, but I don't. The woman's husband and Nicole Kidman to me is still 1A.
The woman's husband seems a little shady, man.
Yeah, it's
When-
1A.
He's stalking.
His eyes
he's
are still
stalking.
red. Like his eyes are still red and swollen. Like a week later, it's like, all right, fam.
When you see more, I can't ask them this, but when you see older white men with the same family name as you, do you think that you should go beat them up because it's their ancestors that caused harm?
No, I never thought about that, Joe.
Oh, my brothers.
definitely-
My brother's a Sutherland, so
I
thought. thought about it before.
I definitely think
and
we're
one
related.
of those little college sports reporters is a Budden running around.
There's a white Budden?
A little
Oh, yeah.
white girl Budden. What your family was doing.
Yeah.
Why are you a Budden?
Or what was your family doing?
Right. We're all related
Don't do
somewhere.
that, Rory. You can't make that joke.
I mean, it was made.
We all related somewhere down the line, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I don't want to see remnants today.
Yeah.
Don't be commentating the USC game in front of me.
Without saying
That was a
hello.
good game.
Yeah, man. All right, where's my phone? What else we got? What else we
We
got?
skipped over Donald Glover's tweet since we're on TV that he said season 3 and 4 of Atlanta is written and they're looking to shoot it, and that only The Sopranos will rival them after the 4th season.
I'm ready.
I won't
That's quite the
doubt
claim.
him.
That last season, the Atlanta was so good that I believe him.
First and second both were insane.
The first one
Hated
was-
it.
You hated the second season?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh,
You just throwing hate out there?
Yeah,
that shit was
I
insane.
didn't see it, but I heard great things.
It was good.
No,
It was
Atlanta
definitely-
is
it's
a
definitely
really good show. That's weird that you went and saw Dave but didn't see Atlanta.
Dave was funny when I put it on the first time.
Dave was hilarious. Atlanta
wasn't funny when I put it on the first time. That's my only statement.
But Atlanta's
Well,
not
Atlanta
really
has-
supposed to be a funny. I wouldn't say it has funny
both.
moments.
It's
like-
a comedic
Every
drama.
time my black friends tell me it was good, they say, "Oh my god, it's so funny."
Well,
no,
it's dry
it has
humor
dry,
for sure.
It's a different type
it's
of
an
Big time.
Atlanta curb
yeah.
in a
Yeah.
weird way with hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very dry. You have to understand it type humor. It's not a Dave in your face funny.
Yeah. He's not shitting in puddles.
Yeah, It's
Exactly.
not-
Donald Glover. It's Donald Glover. That's what it is. It's
Yeah,
that-
I'm-
it's
I'm
that
looking
humor.
forward. I'm glad that he announced that it's been written in somewhat production
Yeah, I'm ready.
because I am excited for Atlanta.
Me too.
Oh,
What you
wanna
giggling about?
I don't want to report this shit either. But I mean, it's important information. It's back to that snow cone, old clone,
Little buddy.
little buddy. Gucci's having fun on IG. He's having some Instagram fun, and that's what I got.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can research it yourself.
He's digging into that old Gucci bag. You know, the guy who got hacked. You remember the tweets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Name the top 3 most pussy rappers. I'll start.
That's crazy.
Going with All Star.
He asked himself this question and then
Yo, I'll set it off. Yo, this ain't the energy I want going into it, though, man.
Me neither.
I don't
think it's gonna be like that though. I think this is all.
If you keep teasing me over my friend you killed, I'm not going in just ready to play the slaps.
I feel you.
Especially if you play that slap.
Yeah.
No.
You're not gonna just push the buttons
No,
like.
that song can't come on. Well,
There
Yeah,
needs to
they
be
gotta
something
be
in the contract that
Yeah,
that
they
song
gotta be in
can't
the
come on.
contract.
yeah, that was the phone call.
Yeah.
When they settled on this, that was the call. It was, all right now.
The
I don't
thing
even,
about it, though,
want to talk about this.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
thing,
I'm out.
thing about it is Verzuz is live, so
Yeah, when y'all think touring will be back?
Yeah, like, is there a second wave?
we could just do Atlanta, Miami.
I'm not going to Atlanta. Or Miami. Well, I'm going to Miami. Or Houston. Well, I'm going to Houston too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be low. I'm gonna just be careful.
You gonna be careful. Niggas gotta be
Yeah,
careful.
niggas
Stay
are
on the outskirts.
niggas are risking for some pussy, but just be careful. All right, let's see. Clubhouse, Houston, we have a problem. Clubhouse, we have a problem. Or do you have a problem?
I don't know.
I predicted this one.
Competition.
Everybody predicted this one,
Yeah,
Parks.
Yeah, that's true.
It just happened.
Definitely said on this podcast,
but
that
it was
they were gonna do it.
expedited.
Yeah.
I think Clubhouse still wins.
I thought it would have been Instagram that snatched it up, though. But Twitter actually makes more sense.
Yeah.
Because Twitter did, and what we're talking about for the people unfamiliar, Chitter Chatty House is an app that's still in beta mode that has not been released to the public. It's invite only, and it's a talk app. It's where people get on there and just talk, have conversations, kind of like Party Line, but not like Party Line, and it's pretty cool. And Twitter announced today that they are introducing competition for Clubhouse, Snapchat, and Insta Stories.
Yeah.
Twitter's disappearing tweets called fleets are.
It's cute.
I kind of like.
cute.
I like fleets.
It's cute.
I like the name fleets.
That's clever.
Are now available for everyone, and I immediately went to check my third-party Twitter app and my regular Twitter app. I didn't see it on there at all.
Oh, I got it.
I didn't either.
I got it.
Twitter on Tuesday announced a global launch of Fleets, the ephemeral. What's this word? Ephemeral tweeting feature.
Ephemeral, I believe is the word.
Ephemeral.
Adderall.
No.
Twitter's Adderall.
Whatever the word is, tweeting.
I think it's ephemeral.
The ephemeral tweeting feature. It first announced earlier this year and tested in various markets around the globe. So they did test this. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, any mobile Twitter user, regardless of where they live or what platform they're on, will have access to the disappearing messaging feature, which will sit right at the top of the timeline in a row of stories like bubbles. Twitter hopes the new feature.
Where have I seen that before?
Twitter hopes the new feature will help reduce the pressure around tweeting by letting users express more casual thoughts and feelings while also concerning themselves less with saying something profound. Shut up. I don't care about the rest
Twitter,
of that.
why can't you just delete all of our tweets?
Why can't we
Period.
get an edit button?
Bad news.
Nah, don't get the edit button.
Yeah.
I don't want an edit button.
Me either.
Or just bring the delete all tweets button.
All right, but let's talk.
I signed up for it. And it's still not.
Let's talk about what conference call Twitter means for Clubhouse.
Trouble.
I don't know that. I think if Clubhouse keeps its exclusivity,
Yeah,
they'll
they
be
have to do
better.
that. Yeah.
They'll be better.
They have to keep it
They'll be
exclusive.
profitable.
Which I'm certain is not the plan.
That's not the plan.
But I would remix it now if I were them, because I think having this on Twitter, this free for all, it could get way too overwhelming, and the people that are on the Clubhouse shit would prefer to stay where it is.
yeah, but
with less people.
None of these tech companies want to build something for a couple thousand people.
They already put Clubhouse at 100 million.
Okay.
You can still keep it relatively exclusive and get up to a B.
I'm positive that the venture capitalist goals wasn't to hit 100 million evaluation and stop.
And they probably also.
Where did I say stop? I said you could still keep it exclusive, open it up a bit, and still hit a B.
They're probably evaluating at 100 million, thinking that it's going to grow. Them capping it, they're not like. Oh, it's still 100 million.
Okay. All right, so
I'm
we've
certain
seen,
that has to do with the amount of people on their waiting list as well. The data they're showing is not just the people on the app.
We've seen Twitter and Instagram kill plenty of apps that were feature specific to their apps, as in an IG story, this audio version of Twitter.
Yeah.
So why not continue making your thing an exclusive thing and still be profitable?
I don't know. I'm not.
Then opening it up and losing to Twitter.
They need to keep some type of exclusivity. I agree.
But I'm not sure that they're going to lose to Twitter. It's like when they said Tidal would lose to Apple. It's not quite the same fight. It's not a loss in what they're trying to accomplish.
Well, if you make it free for all, it's the same thing as Periscope and Instagram Live. No, my community is right here. I have this amount of followers already and some type of platform on my own with Twitter, so I'll do my quote-unquote Clubhouse thing here instead of going to Clubhouse where it was just a specific group. Have you keep it in this whole quote-unquote invite-only cooler world, yeah, you're going to be profitable.
I
I ain't gonna lie.
I disagree with that.
If Clubhouse allows a video feature, it's lit.
Because what's profitable? Rory, again, we're talking about venture capitalists who are just tossing around millions and millions and millions of dollars into different shit and hoping something catches.
I mean, I don't know the backstory of Clubhouse and what venture capitalists are in it, the amount of people that are in it.
How
But
much it
you
costs
know
to
what venture
research and
capitalists
develop
mean.
it. Yeah.
Of course I do. I just don't know what Clubhouse's background is on it, but I've seen what happened with Periscope.
The guy's a venture capitalist, and he put money into a whole bunch of shit, and one of them caught.
I can't think of any.
That is
that's
the
the
story.
background of it?
That
I don't
is-
know.
That's the story I'm telling you.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is one. All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't think of any, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe you guys can point something out, but I can't think of any social media site, dating site, or anything in that realm that wanted to stay exclusive and was successful in doing so.
Facts.
Okay,
And,
that's-
and,
no.
and- and
Okay,
let me
fair,
rewind to what Rory was saying earlier.
But we have seen them fail.
Is Snapchat
with the
dead?
same feature?
Is,
Like-
is Snapchat dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kinda, yeah. I think there's still
But it's
people
not
that
dead.
use it. It's not dead, but it's
not Vine.
That light is dead.
Yeah,
That light is
that
dead.
light did die.
that was like really cool timing.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Snapchat.
Yeah.
But Snapchat's not dead.
It's
It's
still
dying.
It still exists.
It's been
but-
impacted.
Yeah.
Is Vine dead?
Yes.
Is Periscope dead?
Yes.
So I don't really understand why you guys think Clubhouse should go the same route they did just because you think exclusivity is not as profitable as opening it up to the entire public is. That's my question to y'all. We've seen it fail when the big guys come on the block and take your software and do it better because of their community. So why not keep it exclusive? Because we've seen how it fails with these other companies.
Because I don't think it's profitable.
You don't think exclusivity is profitable?
Not in social media.
Do you think Soho House profits?
Not in social media. We're talking about social media.
I'm just asking.
Yes, I think
Exclusivity is profitable.
in certain aspects. Yes, it is. In social
Exclusivity
media
is
platforms,
profitable.
I do not think that that's a profitable.
I think Clubhouse just needs to tweak the. app a
Okay,
little
Parks, do you
more.
think it's profitable if you have exclusivity to the right amount of people, that their dollar amount to advertisers and their influence is at a higher profit margin than just a bunch of people?
Would you pay for Clubhouse?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about
I'm asking.
I'm
That's
talking
what
about
I'm
the
asking.
people that are in there, their dollar amount, what they're worth.
I don't think they. I don't think no. I don't think it's profitable.
You think an artist on an app with a higher influence is worth more than just a bunch of people doing some shit for free?
I don't know where
I'm
this went.
still standing on the fact that I don't think social media apps are profitable unless a lot of people are on them.
All right.
But you can
Yeah.
have both. You can have a lot of people on an exclusive app.
The venture capitalists are not trying to come up with an exclusive app. We don't have to debate it. We can talk to
I think
them.
they are trying to figure out a cool way or a new way to kind of
I think
like
you guys are wrong.
make it seem like it's a real, novelty type of thing.
And as a user, I think it'll be way more fun to have a chat house on Twitter or Instagram.
Well,
I think
because
that
there's more
sounds.
people on
I don't
there.
think that's how they started their game plan when creating it. Of course not. But you have to remix it now when you get your software. So
I'm not talking to niggas on Twitter. I'm not. I think some of these I'm conditioned. These apps have conditioned me.
Okay.
Twitter, I'm conditioned to type to you niggas, and I don't want to hear y'all voices. I don't want to get in a room with a bunch of y'all and talk. I just
Okay,
don't.
so-
I'm open to being wrong about that in the future, but today, as it stands, I'm not really excited that Twitter is doing that.
can I quickly just interject to you proving my point to some degree there? You being somebody that has a lot of influence and a lot of people listening to them very often. You're saying you don't want to do that with all these people on Twitter, but you will do it on a Clubhouse.
Yes.
That is profitable. That is
Rory,
important.
I'm not arguing this stupid point with you.
That's not a stupid point at all.
I think
it's
it's
the
stupid.
furthest thing from a stupid point.
I think it's stupid.
You
and
talking
I'm not arguing
about
it.
being on Clubhouse at a certain topic, or you bringing other people and invites that have just as much influence as you to discuss something. Yes, it creates some type of buzz around, I can't hear that. What is it about?
That's
it
true.
draws attention. So if you do that with enough people, yes, that's a profitable business. I don't understand how y'all don't see that.
No, I think exclusivity is very
We
profitable.
do see that. That's just not what we're saying or arguing. Yes, you can be profitable exclusively. Parks and I are saying we don't think that that's the case ever.
That was
on
their
social
plan.
media apps.
I'm saying that wasn't their plan either. I'm saying remix it now that Twitter has it.
Add video. Clubhouse should just add video, keep it exclusive.
I love how we just sit around and say like really huge tasks as if they're really, really simple to pull off. This is like when the single gets ahead of you, to put it in terms that we can better understand. Somebody put a lot of money into a bunch of different things. One of them took off because of the people. The people. We decided. We had the power. And then he saw something that let him know that. Dictated from us. And now it's ahead of him. And now he should have been scrambling for a little while now to figure out the best way to monetize it and grow it. I don't think he saw this happening this quickly. This happened fast.
And also, I mean,
He ran into the idea
these-
that it was cool before it was profitable, and when you start trying to make it, when you try to monetize it, it takes away a lot of the cool factor.
And listen, some of the things. Wait, let me just get this point out before I forget,
please.
Parks. The founders of Clubhouse every Sunday do a room where they're explaining Clubhouse to the new users.
and stealing ideas.
And a lot of people enter those rooms every Sunday because it's exciting. I don't go in them because anytime I've been in them, all I've heard is that they don't know.
Yeah.
They're finding cool and really educated ways to say, they're telling you, I don't know right now.
Listen, Twitter
this blew up and we're trying to deal with it day by day. I'm not even sure they have the staffing in place.
I'm sure, yeah.
Twitter, as of a couple of years ago, was still trying to figure out how to monetize.
Yeah.
And they had been around for a half a decade or more. I don't know when they officially launched, but it's not easy for these companies, to figure out how to monetize.
Mm-hmm.
So when someone like Twitter or Facebook already has the infrastructure, they don't really give a fuck if it's monetized, if it's profitable, they can swoop in. And I think it will be a more successful platform on Facebook and Twitter. And I think both Facebook and Twitter will implement a similar feature.
I'll put it this way to close my point on what I think Clubhouse could be. It's the same way that huge brands, let's use Pepsi for example, will dump millions and millions of dollars into these events that only 50 people can get into.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
There is a way to do influencer marketing on social media with an app like this, and I think that's what Clubhouse should focus on. It shouldn't focus on trying to beat Twitter at its game when its community is in the billions. I think they shouldn't make the same mistake Periscope and everybody else made. I think you should focus on that world where that exclusivity, which is profitable, whether you're a venture capitalist or not, it's the same way brands do it all the time with real events in real life. Why not do it in social media?
I completely understand.
Cap the shit off and try to only invite people that have a huge following. I know that's corny, but
I don't think that's
profit
where
becomes corny. Like you have to get corny to make profit. Unfortunately, sometimes.
And this is to my point about the people running things. I don't think that that's where Periscope failed. I don't think that's where Ustream failed. I think all at Vine, whatever we want to name that came and went and died, if the people were there, they're up. It don't really matter how many people, but if the people were there in support of these different apps, then Periscope is still here, right?
Right.
Yes, but they were not built on this cool idea of, oh, you have to get invited. It's the same way so many other companies, I'll even put it to the Palooza shit. The vibe became around, wait, I have to get invited to that? How do you get in? Like that allure does shit to people whether we like it or not.
No, I completely understand what you're saying.
So Ustream,
that's true. But how you start and Vine and all that shit was not part of that. But how you start and how you end, you're right. But how you start and how you end, it's two different things. Facebook started for colleges and turned into whatever it turned into.
Also,
Clubhouse started for the corporate techie people to find a way to speak to each other and work together.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And now, just that fast, because of us, the people, it has turned into something else. Spotify, same. It's like, so you could start as one thing, like your Palooza points on some invite only, cool, blase, blase, blah. Shit like a Pergola last time. Any Soho House, it probably was more exclusive at one point and then opened up to some more people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And the thing that we're not factoring in with this tech shit is I don't know how expensive this shit was to build and develop and get to where it even is now. Maybe they're massively in the hole. I don't
think every app on social media has to live with, we have to open this up to as many users as possible to be profitable. That's my only point. I don't think they have to be that. The same way Soho House, if they invited everyone in, would probably not be as profitable as they were.
I think that Clubhouse will get to that. It's a slow burn. Like everybody that joins, you have now an invitation to bring somebody else in.
If you got an app, you need people.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing I don't understand about what you're saying.
People are slowly coming to Clubhouse.
If Quibi had people, they would still be here. Like any of the apps and the techie sites, if y'all had the people, you might still be here. It's very different from Soho House.
I don't think you need the fucking floodgates open. No, it is similar because Soho House profits off, I mean, of course, your dues as a member, but the exclusivity of going to it, the allure of going to it, you spend money there, you bring people in, like, hey, let's do the meeting here. Like, yes, there's some allure. That's a whole different type of world that is profitable.
I think that Clubhouse
it's just not the typical, let's invite every last person in here and charge for a drink.
Because Soho House is not targeting the entire country, nor are they trying to put a Soho House in every state in the country.
So that's why I'm saying the same thing with Clubhouse.
Clubhouse is doing it right. It's a slow burn. Yeah. They probably are not equipped to have that rush of people just jump on the app right now anyway.
I
they
think
wanna
we'll be
keep it
looking
like-
back on this conversation and saying,
No.
"Damn, what happened to Clubhouse?"
No, they need to make the right move right here. And back to me and my creator spiel, it all has to do with the people that you approach. Tech themselves can't get people there.
Oh no.
People
Yeah.
get people there.
Very much
That's a
so.
fact.
I watched the founders hop in rooms all day today, replying to and explaining what's going on with the Twitter stuff and Clubhouse shit. I said, holy shit, y'all are scared to
They're
death.
under pressure. Yeah, absolutely.
Why are y'all in the Meezy room?
Cause that's the room.
Fam, just tell me that you're under pressure. Because my point for the last however many years is there's a really small window here where you techie people will have to partner with niggas like me. With the creators that bring the audience. If you want to survive, or you just be a victim to big tech too. You're going to need to bring audience over there. And Clubhouse can survive if you include the right people.
Yeah.
But if you do not do that, and you're just arrogant and on your techie shit, all of that shit that, I can't mention it.
oh, that we're later gonna get into.
Yeah. We'll get into it later. I can't talk about it right now. But yeah, if you don't just get in there and feel yourself,
Yeah.
you can do it. You can do it. Clubhouse is still a good app. I still don't know how the Twitter shit is gonna pan out. Yes, we've seen Facebook do this with Snapchat and all this other shit, but I still have to watch some of this play out. I do. I think more will be revealed. And I would like to see how Clubhouse responds. Because you are going to have to respond. You can't, if you just sit, pardon me, I don't think it's going to end well.
Yeah, I mean, Twitter implementing this is giving me everything that I would enjoy about Chat House if they had it. Like being able to have media and being able to have words along with the chat conversation. It's already there in Twitter, so why would I ever go to Clubhouse again?
I mean, well, I'll say why I would go to Clubhouse is because Twitter's gonna overwhelm me. Too many fucking people.
Yeah.
There's ways that they could make rooms private or exclusive or whatever, the same way you can have a private anything else on any of these fucking...
I'm conditioned for 11 years, going on 12 years now, to get on Twitter, tweet a quick thought, and get out of there. They would have to, back to the social experiment, recondition me now to do this phone call voice shit on Twitter. And my usage on Twitter is not even, I'm not even there enough for you to recondition me.
That recondition point is going to get into our later point.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
What do you think about them doing the... what do you think about
Can we
them
go
doing
back?
the Snapchat shit? The InstaSnap?
I mean, I don't particularly care.
I wish
I'm
these-
not really going to look at it. I'll be honest with you.
I wish they get creative. Like, make up some new shit. Just stop stealing all the shit that we have already. Y'all got all the money and resources in the world. Make something new.
I wouldn't be mad at them at least making an attempt to get Instagram out of here because I hate Instagram now.
And then I'm sitting in that fucking.
you're
I'm
stuck with
sitting.
IG?
Wait,
No, you off IG?
I deleted it
Me
the other
too.
day, but I went back.
I'm
But
kind of off it. Too.
Twitter's
Yeah,
not going
Nothing's
to get
happening.
Instagram.
I ain't
out
put a
of here.
picture up in a month.
yeah, I hate Instagram.
I'm sitting in that room, the Meezy room that they're in discussing this, and the founders are in there on stage talking, and I'm listening to a room full of people just freely give away IP and ideas
Yeah.
for the free to these people. I want to throw the phone across the room.
You know what they call those in advertising? They call them focus groups, where they pay for everyone's lunch and they bring in the consumer that they're looking for. I'm serious. I witness this
100%,
all
yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Say, for example, they were trying to market to Don Julio. They would invite that demographic. They'd pay for your lunch. They'd sit there, ask all these questions, and literally get every single answer that they were too dumb to get and make all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
it's,
shit.
It's called a focus group.
Same shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
y'all are
that-
getting played at all those focus groups. Just to let y'all know.
That was really disappointing to me to hear that. To hear just people just give away ideas to tech people and venture capitalists.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game is to be sold, not told. I agree with that, dear. And again, I'm just watching. It's difficult for me to have this conversation because I'm either in talks or hoping to be in talks with some of these people.
Right.
So I can't come on here and just talk the way I would like to talk. All I can do is kind of observe until it's time to take action. But I'm very intentional in how I use these apps. and how I speak to the people involved in these apps. And I think other people should be too. That's what I'll say there. But boy, was they shitting bricks. You could
That's pressure.
Listen, you can hear nervousness.
You saw Jack's beard.
You can hear it.
Jack.
Yeah, they had all our people under pressure.
You saw that nose ring.
Yeah, Jack is
Your
chilling.
people,
He cool.
right? There are people. There are people.
Cool.
Jack, Mark, Chati. They're not our people.
They're not for us?
They're not our people.
They're not. They don't give a fuck about you.
I meant our, as in Fang, the social, the
okay.
people that do the
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's all. And I am still rooting for them. I am. Sometimes you got to root for niggas against you.
That's a fact.
That's like rooting when your team is not in the World Series and you're like, I just want to see a good game. That's what you're doing.
No, or sometimes, hey, that's a great example. Sometimes the team that's in the World Series beat your team.
Yeah.
So now you're rooting for that team because it'll make you feel good because the team that won beat your team.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
All goes back to sports.
All right, you other podcasters, let me show you how the magic's made. Tossing it to Rory, our Scooter Braun analyst, for all things regarding Scooter Braun
I'm all
and
things
Taylor.
Scooter.
And JB, the Beebs, and Ariana. And
the Whites.
What's the big girl that's small now
Whites.
that's dating one of them London niggas? That London nigga get around.
Who's London?
Sam Smith.
Nah. What is you know the London rapper?
Bro, that was a good shot, man.
They'll jump you in London if you say that Sam Smith is the hard London rapper.
He's not drill
They'll
rap.
beat your ass. They'll beat your ass for that.
They will kill him.
London is not sweet.
Not at all.
Scooter Braun is just a white QC.
He is kind of the Whites QC.
He's white. He's the whites QC. He's the whites P. He's the whites P. That's I've been peeped his
Coach
game.
Scooter?
Yeah, it's Coach Scooter.
All right, Rory, hit it.
Scooter Braun reportedly sells Taylor Swift's masters for more than $300 million.
At least change some of the shade room words.
Taylor's now re-recording her music. Didn't we hear this before though? That she was going to re-record all her music because
She's
it was
been
being
threatening
sold.
that for a while.
I don't care what you re-record if I sold your shit already
Yeah,
for
go ahead, have a
$300 million.
blast.
Have a blast.
Some 17 months after Scooter Braun's Ithaca Holdings LLC acquired Big Machine label group and all of its recorded music assets, sources tell Variety that the veteran manager and entrepreneur has sold the master rights to Taylor Swift's first 6 albums. The buyer, an investment fund, is yet unknown, but the deal will be believed to be in north of $300 million and close within the last 2 weeks. Some insiders speculate the value could be as high as $450 million once certain earnbacks are factored in.
I'm going to hit the round of applause button really quick.
Taylor doesn't sample, right?
Nah,
Sample.
I doubt it.
she doesn't sample. She never been on the MP.
Yeah. Taylor never sampled.
She never hit Preem for the remix.
Nah.
She used all instruments.
Banjos and shit.
I want to give a round of applause for how far Rory's reading has come. Like,
I also can't. By the way, my
so
my
proud
throat
of
is
him.
on fire. That hurt to get that out.
hey, yo.
I've said, come on, not today.
He preempted.
I did.
But the whole my throat is on fire.
It is.
That
It hurts,
was
man.
that
You know who's
hurt
under the
getting
weather,
that out.
man.
Yeah, I've been quiet this whole pod, man. I'm in a lot of pain.
That's
You
nasty.
gotta tell him to take it easy on you, buddy.
Rory's nasty. No, I applaud the man that Rory's turned into over the last 7 years. He used to be a real piece of shit, but
That's true.
now his reading's improved. He's fucking faithful and honest and
I tried, man.
Post pictures
doing
of his
good,
dog.
doing good for himself.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah, he's got a dog
I be
now.
in the crib. I don't do nothing.
I know Baisley is sick to you. Like, yo, fam, you take one more picture of me.
There's nothing else to do. And like, she's mad cute.
When the old work don't even hit you on like the birthday or something, like you know it's over.
No.
Like
It's
you're a
different.
family man now.
No. It's different now. When the old work like really hits you as a friend, the old work still hits you.
Yeah.
But it's a
like
different
really
reception. Like on some real bro shit.
That
Not even
hurts.
like the let me just try to be cool, like and
Yeah.
respect what you got going on, bro shit. But
Yeah.
don't throw a little comment in there like, yo, you know where home is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they don't even do that.
No. It's over. It's completely over.
Old work, now that you say that, can get real disrespectful when they get in that vibe. Then they start calling you like, hook me up with a friend. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like
yeah.
no, I know you still old work.
yeah, we fucked.
You ever trying to hook them up?
No, I like, yo, what's up with Maul? Like, like, well, all right.
Oh,
you got me passing off.
Hey, you got to hear my escape on Chitter Chatty House now when the girls say, "Come on, Joe, hook us up with some of your millionaire friends." Yeah. I'm like, wait, I ain't gonna shit on my friends, but fuck y'all want me to do? I
got some
sneak right out.
Yeah,
I sneak right out of that one. Oh man! All right. So, what do you think about this Scooter Braun fiasco?
Swag.
I mean, I'm not gonna move the goalposts because I'm not a Taylor.
300
fan. This
million
is unfortunate for Taylor Swift,
passively
man.
is
That's crazy.
the passive 300 mil for
It's
me.
not that crazy.
Oh, well, she posted something clearing things up.
Did it clear things up?
I can't read this much.
All right. Taylor Swift says, "Hey, you
My throat
guys,
is about to close.
wanted to give you
Some
Rory,
college
please,
level
enough.
words in there.
We got to play Throw Baby for Rory.
Hey, yo.
I wanted to check in and update you guys. As you know, for the past year, I've been actively trying to regain ownership of my master recordings. With that goal in mind, my team attempted to enter into negotiations with Scooter Braun. Scooter's team wanted me to sign an ironclad NDA stating I would never say another word about Scooter Braun unless it was positive, before we could even look at the financial records of BMLG, which is always the first step in a purchase of this nature. Taylor, we're all the poors, so we've never done anything at this nature. Let me just tell you that one. So I would have to sign a document that would silence me forever before I could. Taylor does a really good job of making very normal business practices sound like the most dramatic shit in the world.
She's good at
Taylor,
playing the victim.
yes,
for sure.
yes, Scooter wants an NDA
Yes.
from you, so you never speak about how he fucked
You've
you.
only been shitting on him for
Yeah, what
several
are we
years.
saying here? Hey, and I want to shit on Scooter Braun like the next man does, but come on, man. So I'd have to sign me forever. My legal team said that this is absolutely not normal, and they've never seen an NDA like this presented unless it was to silence an assault accuser.
By the way,
by
why is-
paying yo, fam,
why is every
why are
lawyer
we
said
talking
that?
about assault right now and assault accusers right now when we're in a master's
Her
debate?
masters have been assaulted.
Yeah. Shoot.
He would never even quote my team a price. It's not for sale. These master recordings were not for sale to me. A few weeks ago, my team received a letter from a private equity company called Shamrock Holdings letting us know that they had bought 100% of my music videos and album art from Scooter Braun. This was the second time my music had been sold without my knowledge. The letter told me that they wanted to reach out before the sale to let me know, but that Scooter Braun had required that they make no contact with me or my team or the deal would be off. Great lawyers he's got.
Yeah. And he's not wrong.
As soon as we started communication with Shamrock, I learned that under their terms, Scooter Braun will continue to profit off. Hey, fam, all right, I'm done with Taylor Swift. Scooter Braun did good business with his bad business that you did.
Yeah. And it's regular business.
He bought the label that owned all your shit. So you really shouldn't be that mad at Scooter. Let's just say Scooter is just some unknown source. It's just because it's Scooter Braun.
Well, no, it was
Scooter
his
Braun,
label, wasn't it?
No, he bought. I believe that's what that article said.
I thought that he owned the label. He
After
blew
17 months after Scooter Braun's Ithaca Holding LLC acquired Big Machine label group and all of its recorded music
Got it.
assets.
My
So
fault.
apparently I guess Taylor was signed to this Big Machine label group, which
Got it. I thought he was there
as
from,
most
like, ground
contracts
floor
have
shit.
would own all your masters, all your artwork, everything.
Yeah.
He bought it, so it's just a story because it's Scooter Braun. This happens often.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just as mad as any other artist. I understand it.
No doubt.
But the label owned it. You can't be mad at Scooter here.
Right.
More or less, it's the contract that was signed. But
Re-record?
again, I'm not going to move the goalposts because we've sided with so many artists in this exact same situation.
I've sided with labels in certain situations too because the label deserves to profit as well.
Well, they not only profited, they literally own her.
No, they sold her first
she's
5
profiting,
records
she's
or whatever.
profiting off a multiple of a profit margin
Right.
that they own it.
She's profited too.
Yeah. Off
I have
of
a
a
problem
profit
with what
margin.
she feels like she should have.
Well, her issue, from what I gather, is that he never or they never presented her with the opportunity to purchase because she has the money.
Right.
So you fucked me, you sold it, and you're profiting still. And that could have been me.
Right.
And I get that. I get that.
I sympathize.
Yeah, I
Certainly.
sympathize because I have a heart and
I sympathize, but at the same time, I also sympathize with label owners, whether it's Scooter buying out the label or whatever. Like Big Little Music, whatever the fuck it is. They at the time paid
Big Spoon, Little Spoon.
Big Spoon, Little Spoon. They
I like-
paid
sometimes
time
I-
for these
sometimes I like
records
to
to
do
get
Little
done.
Spoon.
These records don't get done without the label. Like
Normalize men admitting that we enjoy the Little
I
Spoon.
like to be the Little
I
Spoon
love
sometimes.
to be the Little Spoon. I prefer to be the
I
Little
do.
Spoon. You crazy?
And sometimes you get the little retch around when you do the Little Spoon.
Oh no! When I wrap that arm back and force her leg places, it's like awesome. Mad places she don't want to go. Fuck you doing? Covet me.
Covet me.
Yes.
Be my book bag. That's what you told you.
They'd be tiny as hell back there,
Keeping you safe.
or big as hell. One or the other.
Oh man.
Listen, man, Taylor, go re-record all your shit.
That's it.
Put it out.
That's it. You could probably afford better producers and shit now than you could at the time. You're Taylor Swift now.
Yeah,
Like, you can do some cool shit with your shit. Do it.
and that's our report.
understand it.
That's
But
our
same-
report on the whites.
Same Kanye fight that we haven't heard anything from since.
Oh no, actually, that's not the last of our the whites report. We
What
have
else the
another.
whites
That's true.
did?
Here's another white.
I've walked back my, I don't want to say hate, but my non-kind words of this white.
Which is hate.
Yeah, it wasn't quite hate. It was just not for me type thing.
It's because I mixed a song in the album. You did it for me.
Well, I've walked back this hate before you mixed it, but that helped. Russ, I apologize. I've apologized before.
I didn't
You're
see
you're
your
really
name.
good at making music,
I didn't see
man.
your
I'm
name-
sorry.
Your name in the credits. Where do they even publish credits? Like,
Title.
Where can I learn that? If I don't know Parks Valley, where do I learn that?
Title. only.
Yeah, don't tell.
needs to be more
Don't
credited.
tell me because we're friends.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, yeah, Russ put out a EP
That's dope.
called Chomp, which is just a funny word to me.
Especially when you have laryngitis and your throat hurts.
And you can't chomp.
Yeah, y'all are stupid.
No, Rory might still try to get a chomp out.
Under the covers.
Have y'all ever gotten a sore throat after eating pussy too long?
Sore jaw.
I'm not an
Yeah.
animal. What type of animal are you?
Lockjaw.
Because I'm
Or like
getting in there.
the little thing underneath
getting
the
all
tongue
the bacteria.
from brushing on your teeth. Like the little thing that connects your tongue to like the bottom. You know that little
The
thing?
thing Cardi was talking about?
The little ball.
No, not that one. Not the ball. The little like the
Yeah.
wire.
Yeah, the little
Like from bumping up against your teeth.
the elastic.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
You felt that inner box?
No.
Oh.
No.
Your tongue really gets sore when you got to go to work on one of those clits that's hiding.
Oh, yeah. With the real thick pussies.
Come on out, little clitty.
Yeah. You got to separate with your hands.
Yeah,
Come
come on out. I'm trying to fucking pleasure this bitch.
This thing is protected.
God damn it.
Yo, just when I thought y'all weren't any sicker, bro.
You know that.
Come on out, little
You know
clip.
that clip.
You know the one,
the little one.
tucked away, sleeping in there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And she's one of those, I never come. Yeah, I know.
Because the thing's hidden.
Yeah. Your body is designed not to come.
Yo, I hate women that just are so proud of what's wrong with them. I don't come off penetration. You're a weirdo.
And you should leave now.
Yeah, you should go learn yourself.
Because I just came.
I'm here to penetrate. My only job here is to penetrate.
Oh man. Well, I hope-
Anyways, the
hope
Chomp
best for,
album.
the Chomp album.
Come on, y'all the whites, give me
I
your
didn't hear
shit.
it. I heard what y'all were playing when I walked in.
I heard
It
enough of
sounded
it.
That shit's dope.
I heard enough of it to know that Russ killed a few dudes featured, and that Russ was trying to kill a few dudes
It
featured.
felt
That's
like
what it felt
was a setup.
I sent this record already in mind that you were going to be the feature and I was going to kill you on it.
Yeah. And the beats sound tailor-made. Like he called the producers and said, yo, this is who's featured, and I'm going to kill him.
Yeah,
I've been
this is
working
how
on
I'm
this
gonna
verse
rap.
for a year.
Russ he's a lot better of a rapper than I thought he was, honestly.
He raps
Yeah, no,
well.
no. I
He does,
walk
like, he
I
really
walk back
is.
a lot of it.
Yeah, he really is.
Russ is nice. And this EP is great.
I'm just not used
Look
to
at
seeing
what has to happen for men in hip-hop to admit we were wrong. Somebody has to make $20 million a year, sell out 20,000 seat venues across the world.
Get Rihanna to post your
Also
shit.
rap really good with
Right.
people that rap good. Rihanna's posting your shit. You better have a flow and have a record that caught a couple of Billboard joints, and then we'll say, yo, man,
I was wrong.
maybe I was mistaken.
And and I know a few joints he talked to. I was like, oh, all right, Russ.
You know
It
what
always
is?
starts there for us.
I'm just not
That's
used
your
to.
Eskimo right there.
I'm just.
I didn't
I'm
say
just,
that.
Oh, Rory
Parks.
could never. Please. Please.
I'm just not used to the man bun in hip hop. That's all.
Yeah, but when all the other dots connect,
Whoa,
the man bun
don't touch
makes
my
more
hair,
sense.
Mo.
My bad, Rory. What you
Rory
said?
does not have a man bun or the ability to grow one.
Doesn't Belly have a man bun?
Huh?
Sometimes he
Who?
cuts his hair.
Belly.
Yeah, he cuts his hair and he lets it grow sometimes. But like Russ has like he's flaunting the man bun.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I
he'll
just
he'll
don't
put his
like
hair
that-
in a bun mid set. Like
that
Russ, like he'll he'll readjust his bun mid set.
No, I was just saying I don't like Maul as a black man talking about white hair. I'm offended. That's all I have to say.
My bad. That's one of your triggers. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
like, I just- I
apologize.
don't
didn't
appreciate
mean, I didn't
that
mean
type
to
of
make
shit.
it like racial or anything like that. I'm just not used to the man bun and well conditioned hair in hip hop.
What year your baby hairs left, Rory?
I don't think I ever had baby hairs.
That's something white people don't get, right?
Nah, we don't really do that.
Look at
I mean,
God.
kind of all
Look
our
at
hair is
God.
baby hair.
Yeah, everything's baby.
Yeah, it's just all baby hair.
Ew. Let's move on.
Anyways, check out Chomp.
It's a good EP. It's a good EP. You got Ninth on there, Preem, Alchemist. I think he did.
Yeah, he got
3 or
rappers.
4
Black
himself.
Thought, Benny.
Busta,
Busta,
Absol,
Absol,
Crooks on there.
He on there with some rappers. I like Russ.
Yeah, me too.
too.
man.
I like him.
Me too. Wale has something happening on Friday, right?
I was gonna ask you, is that announcing a project, a single?
Rory, you are our Wale insider.
That's true.
I have not spoken to him since it
then
came out.
You're
What's
Call
up
him.
with Wale?
so you're our Wale outsider.
Call him.
I don't know if I want to call him.
It's always good to talk to Wale.
Rory's a Wale outsider now. Rory's a Wale outsider now.
Wale probably won't answer if I call.
I think Meek has like a 4-pack or something.
Meek has something
In-house.
coming as well.
Yeah.
You
Really?
don't have to call him. Meek has music dropping as well. Meek also deleted his socials until Friday when the music drops. I'm not sure who else comes out.
St.
Friday.
John. St. John is Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, St. John. While the world is burning.
I saw you teasing some features on
Yeah.
the IG.
Yeah, it's a really good project.
It's an EP or an album?
It's an album.
Oh, wow.
Album. Yeah,
Oh, that gives me something to look forward to
I'm
this
excited.
Friday.
yeah. It's a lot of good records on there. Good music.
Jeezy's coming too, actually.
Jeezy,
Is he Friday?
Jeezy
Yeah, I
is
think
Friday.
so. Yeah.
Recession.
Okay.
Recession
Oh,
2.
so's music happening.
Yeah. We back.
Okay.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, not to cut you up. Didn't
You just come
LVRN put out like a Christmas?
They did. Yep. It's either out or
that,
coming
that,
out.
that came out already?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, fuck us. I saw all the promo.
Yo, Rory, if you don't get that fake excitement for a Christmas album out here, we
I
cannot
don't know
be
if you
that-
saw the amount
Yo,
of-
that dropped.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I want a black Summer Walker. Like, yeah, I'd like to hear this.
I like Christmas
I
songs.
like everyone on their fucking label. Of course, I want to hear their Christmas album.
Y'all into those? Maybe I'm off here.
when they're
I mean,
someone
like
dope.
this,
Yeah,
yeah,
when someone
like,
dope
this
on
is
it.
Anything
yeah.
that has Black Summer Walker and West Side Boogie on one album as a
Some Christmas
compilation,
shit?
I would
Yeah.
like
I
to
think
hear
it's cool.
It. Yes,
Absolutely.
I don't think that's weird at all.
I hate y'all.
I think this is cool. Joe still want to hear Boys to Men. This Christmas.
His Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Ooh, when is she gonna do NBC
Michael
Good Morning
Bublé.
America?
Joe's not into holiday albums.
Oh, I love holiday albums.
I did really like Boys to Men put out a really good holiday album.
Oh,
but
they got
There's
one
a
of
lot
the
of
best
good
ones
holiday
ever.
albums.
outside, I wake up and play Donny Hathaway this Christmas and call it a day.
Oh, no.
I don't play Dipset's Christmas album. I
You're
don't play
sleeping.
Mariah. All I Want for Christmas Is You.
I've already played that 15
You-
times.
All right, then what on earth do you like if you
Yo,
don't like
what?
Mariah? Or
They are so
Christmas.
white.
So,
Well, yeah, they're white. You can't change that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, whatever the Christmas album with the Keith Haring painting. My mom played all 3 of those.
yeah.
That was the one in our house.
All right, so when does this Christmas album drop?
I think it's out.
It's out.
Before Thanksgiving, apparently. Oh
Thanksgiving.
no, tomorrow, which this was a day ago, so today. Home for the holidays.
There we go.
Oh, man, no economics involved in that decision to release before Thanksgiving. This is just organic Christmas music to soothe our souls.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Yo, the industry is in crisis. They are struggling.
I don't think LVRN is struggling.
They're not. I said the music industry is in crisis
You know what I've,
and
you know what I've
struggling.
noticed, Joe, about you?
Give it to
you
me. I
don't-
hate everything.
You don't
Yeah.
think, not only that, that's an obvious one. I don't need to
Okay.
point that out. You don't ever think artists can like just do some shit for like fun.
Right.
Like, yo, what if we just did this and it was fun and we just put it out?
Yeah, especially-
You don't think that could ever exist in any part of the world.
Especially now when, like, you have to just be home, kind of. Like, fuck it.
You
might
can't
as well do a Christmas
imagine
album.
that like a group of people that all grew up together will go, yo, it'd be hilarious if we did a Christmas album and we could knock this out in 2 weeks. Let's just do it.
Who grew up together?
All these people, from my understanding.
Summer Walker grew up with Black.
This part of Atlanta, I think LVRN is all from East Atlanta.
Get this marketing shit out of here. All right. All right, I need more confirmation on that. That's what I'll say. They all
right, even if they
grew
did
up
grow-
together.
Even if they didn't.
They grew
Even
up
if they
together
did-
and put a Christmas album
Even
out.
if they-
I'm rolling with that if that happened. Oh shit, the kids
All right,
from the
even if
hood
they're just a
are
crew.
singing for
even if
Christmas
they're
together.
a crew that's been together for quite some time, they
I
can't, they
support-
can't just have some fun.
I support LVRN, so I'm going to support it. But no,
'cause you didn't think-
I'm not. Me and you are doing our Joe and Rory fight. You think that? No, I'm not rolling with that one.
And you also don't think like Uzi and Future could run into each other and be like, yo, it'd be great if we just did some music together. Like that could never happen. It would have to be Kaiser and someone got together with the Illuminati and was like, here you go.
Oh, that's what you say. Ha ha ha. Ha. I
No,
see
that
what
was just
you-
another
Ha
example.
ha ha ha. I see what you're saying now.
You just don't think artists get together
All
and do some fun
So
shit.
let me get to what. Well, do artists run hip hop? Do art
No, Scooter Braun runs hip hop.
exactly?
Clearly.
So that's why I don't think artists can just get together and do fun stuff. Because even when you want to do
So
that,
think Scooter's
so
fun?
So you don't
No,
think
I don't
artists
know
ever
Scooter
run into
Braun.
each other without Michael Kaiser next to them? Like they could run into a studio and be like, yo, we just knocked out 5 joints. This is dope. Then go to their label and be like, hey, we might have something.
Yeah, that
That
definitely
happens.
happens.
That happens. Like, I don't want to make this
Actually, the
podcast
label
out to
would
seem
rather
that
that.
the labels really run so much. Like a lot of times, artists
wait
just
a
be
minute.
having fun.
Just stop here for 2 seconds so I can be clear on what you're saying. And we're not going to stay here because it's not that important. You're
And-
saying
and my voice
there's
is hurting
plenty of
already.
times that two artists might see each other, get together and create something on some link up fun organic shit,
Mm-hmm.
go to the label, say, this is what I did with such and such, right? Was that the end?
Well, I'm not saying that collab albums happen very often, but I'm just saying in
Because
general,
when they
artists
have,
getting
but
together.
walk me
like,
past it is what I'm
like
saying.
I don't think anytime 2 big artists get together, it's because 2 label heads said, yo, y'all should get together. I think
No,
a lot
no.
of times artists respect each other's work.
It
and
starts
say,
from a relationship.
Yes,
It
yeah,
starts from a
but
real
what I'm
relationship.
saying is, I go to me and Maul's label. We the 2 hottest dudes out there, and I say, "Yo, me and Maul got together in the street. We cooked this up. It's a project. Here, I hand it to my label. What happened? What's the next step from there? Because I think the next step is business time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Who's
So
denying that
why,
part?
so why is Rory calling me the Illuminati supporter? Because I'm saying that business is involved when we see this stuff.
No, you make it sound
When
like
Future and Uzi, the 2 hottest dudes, get together, if I'm Epic and Atlantic, oh yeah, I'm on the phone for a month getting this together and figuring we're gonna figure this out.
Of course,
it's
but
No, but
business.
you did imply that album was
you
made
make it sound
prior to.
yeah. You make it sound like it was a
label
play
decision.
date that the parents put together.
That wasn't my
like, hey,
original
I'm gonna
point.
put y'all in the studio.
That was not my original point with the Uzi and Future thing. My original point was one I made way before I even knew about that, which is older dope acts are figuring out other ways to appeal to a younger demographic.
Sure.
That was my only point there. I don't know why that was
I don't know if
argued
that was
so
your only
much.
point, but
Well,
I
I'm
don't really
saying
remember,
I
so
don't.
it's fine.
Well, like you telling me these niggas grew up together and made a Christmas album. I don't know how tight Future and Uzi is. None of my business. I just know they both popping. And listen, I'm clear. I could be wrong. Maybe there was a bunch of people that was waiting for that, like in the streets.
They almost at 120,000 units first week. So a lot of people were waiting.
They don't say that to me.
Okay.
I actually thought that was low.
They don't say that to me at all.
Okay.
All right, come on, off of this. We spent enough time here.
Yeah.
What else we got? Congratulations to Uzi and Future, and apparently there is a part 2 to that coming. So
Dope. And
Pardon-
shout out to LVRN. And
Russ.
And Christmas. And Russ.
And Christmas, yeah.
If there's a Hanukkah album somewhere out there, go get that as well.
I'm working on a Christmas album right now.
Put that
you
Meg,
go.
We do that.
put that Meg track list back up. Meg Thee Stallion has been announced as GQ's Rap Artist of the Year. I know you're just as confused as me. GQ's about clothes, but she is GQ's Rap Artist of the Year, and she
Nah, I
also
always felt
released.
like they were the deciding factor of who was
Yeah, who's hot?
the hottest.
Oh yeah, and
I
now
always
it's-
wonder who's hot, and then I go to GQ's page.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think a lot of the arguments we have on this podcast could just be solved by calling the editor of GQ.
Yeah, it's a good point.
well, Megan Thee Stallion released the track list to her album.
That's the Illuminati shit. That's the bullshit. The GQ article with hottest rapper of the that's the make believe. Let's put everything in the pot together.
Yeah,
It's not LVRN. It's not Future and Uzi. This is the bullshit.
yeah, agreed.
And granted, it helps. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at Meg for it. But this is the label bullshit. GQ Artist of the Year. Like, that's the bullshit. And not to say Meg doesn't deserve to be Artist of the Year by
That's
any
what it
means.
sounds like.
No, but that's just that's
GQ is just
the
not a
label
music-
reaching
don't
out
do
to
that,
GQ.
Roy.
GQ is not a music
don't do that, Roy.
platform.
Shout out to GQ the rapper.
Believe what GQ says about black women.
Okay.
Honestly, don't do that.
No, this is the label or the management company calling GQ and saying, "Hey, she got an album."
No, calling everyone.
What do you guys think of the 17-song track list?
I'm just ready for the SZA record.
Well,
think
yeah,
it's called
let's go through the
Freaky
features.
Girls.
Freaky Girl.
I
I'm
wonder
into
what that
it.
one's
You ready to
about.
be a freaky girl?
I'm into it. Yeah.
Well, we have Crybaby featuring the baby.
Y'all ain't even see.
Wordplay.
Yeah, y'all ain't even see how Meg did that.
Do It on the Tip, featuring the City Girls.
Oh, that should have been T.I.
No, it shouldn't have.
Sugar Baby.
Definitely should
It
have.
should be the City
Sugar
Girls.
Baby is after Cry Baby. Movie featuring Lil Durk. Freaky Girls featuring SZA. Who was creating these titles? Body, What's New, Work That, Intercourse featuring Popcan. Go Crazy. Popcorn. Go Crazy featuring Big Sean and 2 Chainz. Don't Rock Me to Sleep. Outside, Savage Remix featuring Beyonce. Girls in the Hood, and Don't Stop featuring Young Thug. Now, how do those track titles sound like the album will sound?
I could see
Let's
the
do it
ass
all
just
up.
It
shaking.
sounds like a great Meg album.
Yeah, it
I
does.
can see
Just
the
off-
ass is
just
shaking
off
now.
intercourse.
Shots fired off the intro.
I can see the ass is shaking now, Joe.
Shots fired. Number 1. Track 1. Getting into it.
Getting into it.
Circles.
Circle
Do you
back.
get it?
You know you gotta run in circles after shots was fired.
It's true.
And then you have to cry after.
Yo, the rest of this could change too. Cause do it on that figure.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Meg. When
Yeah.
does this album come out?
I think this Friday, no?
Is it really?
This is the debut album, right? Again,
Yeah, another debut.
this is the third.
Sometimes
the third
you gotta
debut.
debut
Third time's the
twice.
charm.
Chance still ain't debut.
That's true.
Can I get a projection on what y'all think this album will do?
250.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd she do on her last one?
Buck something, I think. Let me see.
250 first week.
Yeah, what do you got, more while Parks looks that up?
I'm between 150 and 2.
I'm between 140 and 160.
I'm with Maul.
150 and 2.
Yeah.
She gonna put up numbers. She already got the Savage remixes on there. Mm-hmm. Good night. That's already it.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the rules are now and how that plays into everything.
That plays
But
in.
I'm excited to hear a new Meg album.
That shit plays in.
Maybe I'll cap it at 225.
Okay.
She gonna do numbers.
Yeah, no, I hope she breaks too.
I hope we're all wrong. I hope she does.
What do you mean
beyond
we're all
those
wrong?
numbers.
200, 250 is great.
I'm saying
That's
I'm
crazy.
just saying, I hope she does more
So
than
my
that.
140, 160 was great.
She gotta do numbers.
But Friday.
Bleed that.
Okay, yeah.
And
November
Tory's
20th.
still going along and just acting like nothing's ever happened in the court case is pending. He's releasing music
You still releasing music?
and announcing it. Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Back to, I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to promo his shit here, but these guys are being creative with the holidays. Hey, Thanksgiving, I got my turkey leg project coming. Like they just say,
There is no Thanksgiving music, so I mean, you know.
yeah, while we're there, what are y'all plans for Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving? I feel like I ask you this every week, but
Well, 9 of
as
us,
the
because we
world
have to obey
changes-
restrictions, will be in the house. It'll only be 9. I'm not going to
I was
push it to 10.
talking to my
So
family.
y'all are still going to do this?
No, I
Nah,
don't
talking to my
think
family.
so.
They kind of off Thanksgiving.
Same with
Mine as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
no,
if I'm
it's-
doing anything.
We was talking about maybe doing like a Zoom and everyone like share a recipe or something like that, so we kind of feel like we're eating the same shit together.
My family was like, let's link Christmas.
No, they going dead that too.
Yeah, no, this was the first year. I was actually even shocked at my family saying, I thought they'd try to find something like, all right, let's just do a smaller thing and everyone can kind of do their own thing at different houses. But no, it was like, we kind of off this
And
side this year.
Why won't everybody just get tested and we could just go from there?
I don't think that we like Thanksgiving as a people anyway.
yeah,
I
I didn't
love
even want to
Thanksgiving.
focus on Thanksgiving and Christmas because I'm more so meant for New Year's Eve and New Year's.
That's
Like,
gonna be wild.
how does that affect things?
Oh, you know what we'll be.
That-
Come on. You know what we doing for New Year's.
Pod?
Don't act different. No, we ain't no fucking pod.
I think it falls on a pod day.
I don't give a fuck what day it fall on. We won't be pod.
Oh, I spoke to you about my New Year's, right?
No, we spoke
With
to
a-
each
with a
other.
little-
Yeah, nigga, fuck you talking. These niggas get different when the mic
My
come
memory
on.
is
Yeah,
bad.
go like this.
Oh yeah, we did come
You
up.
guys
We
going on a double date?
Oh, nah, it ain't a date.
No, We
dates.
Going to sex giving. Hey, you guys have fun with your friends.
Sex giving.
The opposite of quarantine. You guys gonna be polyamorous?
Yeah. Oh God, not that word again.
Oh God.
Not the polyurethane word. Yeah, I'm just saying, with tourism being dead, with only certain cities being open, I'm assuming partying will be different unless you're in Houston, Atlanta.
Miami.
I don't know how you're going about seeing people, the ball in Times Square. That shit's going to be
It's gonna be weird.
Yeah.
It's over for that.
That's gonna be weird.
Ain't nobody gonna be out there.
Hell no.
No.
They might still do it.
They're gonna still do some type
Drop
of
the
little
ball,
thing.
but
yeah.
anybody gonna be
Yeah,
out there.
they'll drop the ball.
And I can already just envision what I would be doing if I stayed in New York on New Year's Eve. I'd just be
miserable.
sitting in my house doing absolutely nothing.
It's miserable.
Yeah, that's not my vibe. That's not my vibe. I'm out of here. Y'all can have it. Parts, you going to Buffalo?
Nah, I don't think so.
Rory, you going on your balcony?
I hadn't even thought about it, actually.
Yeah, I hadn't thought that far.
Oh no, I'm triggered.
Oh, actually, that's why that's why y'all are leaving New York. That's why y'all are leaving New York.
Ducking the smoke.
The God is coming.
So crush the building.
Y'all are trying to bring y'all chicks out.
You gotta hide them.
Trying to hide them in Katy, Texas. Now that it's safe over there.
I should have put you somewhere where no one could find you.
Brooklyn ain't it?
It's time. Y'all gonna have to find some weird town in Long Island, Ronkonkoma. That's where y'all gonna have to hide y'all chicks.
Where, Rory?
Ronkonkoma Bay.
Ronkonkoma. Valley Stream is too close.
Oh man.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to
I
find
should have put
New
you
Ferry,
somewhere
New
where
Jersey
no one
to
can
hide
find
them.
you. That sounds like kidnapping. That sounds like a hostage. I should have put you somewhere where nobody can find you.
Oh yeah.
YouTube, funny music is playing.
It's gonna be Audemars for everybody. Every bartender gonna have
That's
an
fucked
AP.
up if nobody is just James Harden.
You guys, if you have not heard, let me explain it to you what's happening.
Tricking.
James fucking Harden.
James tricking Harden.
Allegedly.
The beard has turned down. Let me pause this so y'all can really understand the energy that's on the way. He turned
where his focus is.
down $50 million a year
Yep. He Chappelle
for
us.
2 years. That's 100
That's a honey.
from Houston. And it seems he is trying to force his way to Brooklyn to play with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant and Karis LeVert. Psych, you niggas are out of it.
Yeah.
They are clearing
Hey,
house.
hey, sorry, Dimwitty.
It's over.
Yeah, hey, sorry, Spencer. The
over.
beard is on the way.
It's fucking over.
Hey, that Dimwitty done hit 90 game winners for the Nets.
That shit don't mean
means nothing.
No. Go to Houston with
So
that shit.
before we get into usage rates and will this work and is there enough ball,
We're gonna
pause.
get into usage rates.
Before we get into will this trio work and them being on the East now. If you have been a player, not a ball player, but in the streets, if y'all thought that John Wall being healthy was a problem now, James Harden to Brooklyn? Oh my God, I was losing girls just because the pandemic was happening. And now James is here.
The new pandemic.
Oh my Lord. Hide the kids, hide your wife, hide the girls, hide them all. James Harden at that little wine bar in the Barclays.
Nah.
Look where y'all got James.
Oh my God.
The wine.
What
bar.
happens when Fab is front row? The energy will be different in Brooklyn.
I'll never be able to get in the last lap now.
Come on. Oh my goodness gracious, man. This is awesome.
Turning down $50 million a year is insane.
Yeah. I don't think I'm
That's
turning down
ins-
50.
Yo,
I got 1 year.
I'm turning down 50 a year.
I got a year.
I'm cool.
Well, because James want a ring. You want a ring.
No, he don't. He don't give a fuck.
You want a ring if you turn down
Ring.
if you turn down
James don't
50
give a
million.
fuck.
He's also
about
got a
no
couple
ring.
dollars, by the way.
He
So
don't give a fuck about no ring, man. He just want to go where he want to go, man. He want to get out of Houston. He want to go somewhere else. Like, he don't care
Well,
about a ring.
He picked a team with two other dudes that probably want a ring.
yeah.
Two of the best.
Well, one of them already has. Well, both of them have rings. So
You know why it's good to be nice at what you do?
why?
Bitches.
Tricking.
Money. Millions. Lavish trips.
Wine bars at the Barclays.
Shofi orders.
At the valet.
Cracker Barrel.
Underrated.
I hate Cracker Barrel. Look at this cracker.
I hate crackers. I don't really like barrels either.
No, this is why it's nice to be nice at what you do. Because you don't care when another nice dude comes. Like, I would be threatened as a player knowing that James Harden is coming unless I'm Kevin Durant and Kyrie. Well, not really Kevin Durant because he's better than everybody. But Kyrie, another guard coming. Kyrie don't give a fuck.
No, I don't think Kyrie
I don't
cares
think Kyrie
at all.
cares at all. The earth's
He's
still
probably
flat,
encouraging
James. But if I wanted Joe Budden this story, please allow
Here
me
it
to.
comes, of course.
There you go. Go ahead.
Y'all ready? Y'all gonna let me Joe Budden this shit?
For sure.
I'm gonna do it.
That's what you do.
All right. Kevin Durant sat right here on this couch. Or that chair. And we asked him when we called him. We called him.
Yeah, he said it on the phone.
Sorry.
He was on the couch,
He
probably.
was
Audio.
on he was
Audio
on he was
chair.
on the couch on the phone with us.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up my story more. KD was on his couch on the phone with us. And we asked him about the Steve Nash hiring, and he said, I have nothing to do with that shit, but I like Steve. I support it. Right? I didn't believe that for a second.
That he likes Steve?
No, of course I believe that he likes Steve. But if you think that I think that this budding Brooklyn franchise didn't even consult with arguably the best player in the world about the new coaching hire that's never coached before, I don't believe that. Cool, but it don't matter. You got to say that BPC. You get it off. But then they asked Kyrie about the Steve Nash hire, and Kyrie didn't like it.
Oh, really? I didn't see it.
And that said to me, yeah, that's why I asked Kev about it.
Okay.
Because Kyrie he wasn't really with it. He wasn't really encouraging words in that interview.
Got it.
Cool, though. Put that to the side. Now here comes James. Do you think that Kyrie was involved at all in bringing this other superstar ball hog guard here? I don't think he was.
No, I don't think he was either. I don't think it's anything that you can do about that, honestly. Like, I don't care how good of a player you are, how big of a name you are. If a player like James Harden, agent, reaches out to the organization and says, James wants to come here, it doesn't matter who's already there. Like, they're going to make that happen.
See, stop right there. And that's where I disagree with you if I'm Kyrie. And I'm not Kyrie, but I'm Joe Buddening this story. If I'm Kyrie and I went to Brooklyn knowing my man was coming. Y'all swept me off my feet and I came, but if I come, my man is coming with me. So I am responsible for Kevin Durant being here. So now when Kevin Durant's man comes too,
They just think it's not a problem.
no, but I'm looking at that as the guy who is responsible for all of this, and I feel some type of way. I am. I'm early in this. I could be totally off, but I think we'll hear something this season that says, yeah, Kyrie might not have been in on that one. That's it.
It's
I
not.
don't think he's too upset at it.
It's
though.
not
That's
going
it.
to work. Bottom
That's
line.
all I got.
You don't
You don't
think
think
it'll
it'll
work?
work?
No, hell no. It's not going to work.
Well, why do you say that?
Two walls.
Yeah, it's just it's not enough basketball for all three of those guys.
Well, KD and Harden have played together and went to the finals
With
together.
Russ, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, but did it work? Did they win?
Nope, they went. Shit.
They could have.
They could have. Had they
Yeah.
kept that together, they probably got one.
Yeah, I think the three of them could have got one.
If Greek Freak go to Miami, I don't give a fuck what they're doing in Brooklyn.
I thought, where did I hear he was going? I heard there was somewhere else they was talking about shipping him.
Warriors.
Knicks.
Maybe that's what it was. That
I've only
sounds
heard.
like it might be
I've only
right.
heard the Warriors
Yeah.
and the Heat. Yesterday, the Heat talks kind of got
The heat
got a little louder.
intensified.
I see what you did there.
Let's get off sports now. We're not a sports podcast or a political podcast or a music podcast.
Go out and vote.
That Chris Paul trade was big too, though.
Yeah.
I know you got them in the finals now, right? Who's
not
going to
finals.
beat them 4 times? That team.
No, not in the finals. That's a great trade for Devin Booker, for sure.
That is a good squad, though.
I'm so glad Devin Booker likes white girls.
Why?
You think you take all your girls?
All of ours. He scored 70. What are y'all talking about?
I've never scored 70, so.
You gotta get out there more.
Girl, I was,
Get out more.
girl I was next to looked out. Well, he did. No, don't worry about it.
Turn the TV.
I think he's on the
off.
bench actually.
And I'm kidding around. Comedy style. Drew Holiday to the Bucks. That's big.
Okay.
I like that
That
one
is.
too.
They gave up a lot for that, but
I did.
it's big. Whatever. Off of sports. On to what else? What else is happening that we need to discuss? Oh, there have been a few months ago. We submitted the deadline for sexual abuse cases against the Boy Scouts of America for you to file, because after whatever the date was, I don't have it right here in front of me right now, you would no longer be able to file because of statute. So
which is nuts.
That's crazy, yeah.
There have been. Look at this. The Boy Scouts of America will be facing at least 92,700 claims of sexual abuse as the TV goes off right when I was getting into my reading bag.
Boy Scouts infiltrating.
92,700 claims of sexual abuse as former scouts submit filings against the bankruptcy-bound organization, said one of the lead attorneys for the legal team representing the claimants. The initial estimate of 82,000 claims was released on Sunday. The updated number of 92,000 came from bankruptcy court after the 5 p.m. deadline for submitting claims Monday. Attorney Andrew Van Arsdale told CNN in an email.
Sick shit.
Yeah, but we kind of, we know. Boy Scout was just one of those organizations that we all kind of looked at with a side eye for years. Like, what's really going on?
I don't think it's the most heavily regulated conglomerate.
It's not.
Yeah, they just have,
I mean, listen, I grew up in the Catholic Church, so who am I to speak? But Scouts seem a little nasty.
Yeah.
I was in Scouts and there's no funny business in it, but I'm sure in other places there probably was. You know what I mean? Like,
I just totally ignored my Catholic Kappa joke I had.
Catholic Kappa. Now I'd like to hear it.
No way. Are you kidding me? Fuck you. What else?
Did you grow up in the church?
All black people
Grow up in the church?
There's
We
a
had no
difference between
choice.
growing up in the church and going to church.
yeah.
Like,
I grew up
if
in
your
church.
family was like really active.
I dropped out of church.
As soon as I was able
After
to
I
have
got
a
my
say,
confirmation, I dropped out of the church.
Anything that my mom attempted to put me in to better my life, I left. Sunday school classes, the Wednesday church Bible study classes.
My mom taught Sunday school.
To drop out of the choir is sick. Like, that's some real nuthead shit. I dropped out of piano classes. Like, anything mom put me in, I left. So, I guess no.
Okay.
But she tried.
All right. Good enough.
I led the choir for a little bit.
you were
let them
alto.
why-
You were alto.
You and Maul got to
No, I
get back for
wasn't
the
an
reunion.
alto.
You were in the baritone at 6.
I wasn't 6 leading the choir. I was like
You definitely had a beard then.
12. No, not 12. 13, 14?
You a baritone?
No, I was a tenor, I think.
You tenor? Okay.
We got 2 tenors right here.
My voice didn't get deep till Angel
Right
Dust.
here in this room.
Right in front of us.
Cigarette.
Who knew?
Come on, Maul. Let's hit a harmony on these whites.
Take us to church.
No, we're not getting into this just yet. What else? We did the Boy Scouts. Moderna.
Sick.
Moderna. Right? Is that how you say it?
Moderna.
Moderna.
Yeah.
Moderna says, and I wouldn't expect them to say anything else.
Yeah. We got the real shit.
Yeah, but Moderna says they now have a 96% success
I think
rate.
it was 94, but whatever.
Close enough. Either
Yeah.
way, 94, 96. They say they're somewhere around there in terms of a success rate for the virus that they've been coming up with. I'm just telling that to y'all because it might be pertinent information. I'm not taking none of that shit.
I will wait and see. I'm not going to be first in line, but that being said, I know people in the medical profession, and if I get sound advice from them that say that you should do this, I would definitely consider it.
I'm not doing shit.
Nah. It takes
That's
years
me.
for a vaccine to
You ain't testing on me. You ain't putting your little beta
be
medicine in me.
developed. Like, this is too quick. This is like, nah.
And when I went and took my COVID test, the young lady told me that whatever practice rounds of the virus they was coming up with was making arms and legs fall off and other deterioration of human flesh happening, and they're still testing. I was like, okay, just swap me.
I'll let y'all in a couple years.
I'm going to head home.
Which is why I said I would
And eat
consult
bananas.
people I know that work in the medical profession.
That'll do it.
Get my potassium
But
up.
bananas will get rid of this thing.
Yeah, nah, no vaccine for me. I'm cool.
Hey, just stay away from red meat.
What else in newsy stuff? Oh, Amazon announces Amazon Pharmacy, which means that starting today, they will be delivering to your door
course they
prescription medicine.
Of course.
Starting in 45 states, and they're doing this with the pill pack infrastructure that they purchased for $725 million.
I felt like
And what a steal for what this is about to produce.
I feel like we were trying to make Amazon less of a monopoly of our country. Now they're
They're going to keep going.
Monopoly is the white, cool way to say colonize, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
More or
Same
less.
ballpark.
They do mean around. They're cousins?
Yeah.
Or is it the
Yeah.
same?
They're at the family reunion together,
All right.
for sure.
All right, got it.
It's a debate on who belongs to who, but yeah.
This is sick, and they're going to crush.
Yeah.
They're going to crush this.
Yeah.
To get
This is gonna go
prescription
bad.
drugs delivered to my door?
Yeah, this is gonna go bad.
Yeah.
A third of the country purchases from Amazon every day.
Yeah. I think at some point there will be regulation on Amazon, Facebook, etc. Sooner than later.
Well,
In fact.
I don't know if you guys had anything else here, but did you guys watch today,
I
yesterday,
caught some
of the Senate speaking with Jack from Twitter and Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook, just about this past election and kind of the overall year of 2020 and redeveloping. Remember the number of the bill? 203 or some shit?
Whatever.
About, how they influenced the election, some of the censoring they did, why they did it, and how we are going to change how the internet influences our lives. It started at maybe 10 a.m., and when we were recording at 3, it was still going.
Okay.
And Jack was in his house with his long beard going, fam, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Jack looked great. And a point that has nothing to do with anything important. Just looking at these two gentlemen on TV, Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey, Jack looked cool like Twitter was, and Mark looked
Like
whack
an alien.
like Facebook. Not to say that Facebook looks whack, but he just looked very corporate.
Yeah.
He looked very...
Well, Mark looked like I have been through this mad
Yeah, I've
times
been
before.
through the ringer.
y'all had
Like
been-
he sat there and answered things much easier than Jack did because he's been asked these questions for the past 3 years.
This is yet another situation that has that puts me right at that crossroads, that fork in the road, not knowing which way to go. Like, I'm always on the side of the creators. So I was rooting for Mark and Jack. Like, yeah, fuck them. We ain't giving you no information. Get out of here. Stop asking me about my shit.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the same thing Spotify said to me. So it's really the same type of fight here.
No, you can't. It's not the same fight because this is a little different when you're controlling the data of every single user and influencing the entire country in a negative way to some degree.
So you want me to give my information to you so you can do the same thing?
No.
Because that is what I think is going to happen.
No.
I don't trust the government at all.
I don't think that's what their end goal is. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I will say even through the bullshit of the Republican part of the Senate saying, hey, like, why did you censor Donald Trump and not all these Democrats? And they were like, well, they weren't saying lies and this guy was. I don't know what you want from me. There was some good happening on the government side here of saying, like, you literally cannot sit here and control our citizens' algorithms to sway their opinion on an election.
Yeah. That's,
So yeah, I see what you're saying on the creator side, but no, this is a very dangerous game that is out of the hands of Mark and Jack.
Yeah,
it's gone too far.
the danger of social media to me is the data collection and the algorithms, like handpicking what we see.
Yeah.
That's not cool. I want to just see what my people are saying.
And I can't say that was either of these two gentlemen's goal when creating these sites. It's just become that.
Look at Jack. Jack up there with the nose ring, the black. You know he got the beard butter in. Look at the hair slick back. Jack is cool, man.
Jack ain't got no pants on right
Yeah,
there. Jack sitting there, butt ass from the waist down.
Oh, man.
Yeah, do the zoomy zoom shit.
I just feel like they approach these dudes every few years with a new way to try to get the information. Hey, there was a murder that happened, and the only way we can solve it is if we get in the phones and give us everything. Like they send. You're making too much money over there, so we got to regulate the internet. Like every few years, there's something where the government comes and just tries to impose their will against the free reign of the internet or the proposed free reign of the internet.
Yeah, well,
and that's their argument, right?
I never trust the government either. I think that at least on the surface, what they're doing here goes back again to the algorithms and the data collection, which I do think does need to be regulated to some degree. Like these companies have they're more powerful than the fucking government. Mm-hmm. So saying, "Oh man, I trust Mark Zuckerberg," it's like that's not better than trusting the government. Are you crazy?
And I do think it's funny that
I think so.
The government.
You'd rather trust Mark Zuckerberg than the government.
I want tech to win in the government battle.
Nah.
I do.
Well, let me ask you why.
The government has been governmenting for mad long.
And tech has been teching. I don't know if you've been paying attention.
They're all related.
Years.
Yeah,
they're all in cahoots. They're all friends. Like none of
they're not
shit.
fucking some innocent angel group of cool guys just doing some cool shit.
They're selling
doing
our personal life for advertising.
Right.
I'm not saying they're the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's one small area of the tech conversation. When I say tech, I'm talking about my vision of the world improving. And when I think of the government, I don't really see the role that they play in how they have existed in the future.
Do you think both manipulate their user for their benefit, not the user's benefit?
Yes.
Okay.
I just think there should be a checks and balances on tech the same way there's checks and balances within our government
I'm with
system.
Parks.
That's all.
Oh yeah, no,
That's all I'm saying.
absolutely, I agree with that.
But all right, I'm of the belief that there's not really any checks and balances with our government. We don't need to argue
now
it.
Y'all shit is
we
coming.
We don't need to argue it.
See how y'all start coming on my side of the fence?
It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
They make you think that there are checks and
we've been
balances.
on that side more.
But the Doug Morrises of the government are behind the scenes just wingling wands and making shit happen.
So we really don't have no say at all.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so at all.
Welcome home, fellas. Come on.
But why are you saying welcome home? I've always felt like that.
Yeah, we've been on that side.
Just come on.
We just not on the side of Trump.
That's it.
Like it's mad simple.
Y'all gonna respect the Don 1 year.
The government had mad times to say,
I
hey,
respect the shit out of Savon.
hey, let's share some of the 98% of, and actually I'm not even talking about the government. I'm talking about the people that fucking own all the money.
That's the end. That's the ones.
Yeah, but
If there's going to be a way, there's going to be a way for that to change, I think tech will have something to do with it.
They'll just be the ones with all the money and doing the same evil shit.
Let me ask you this, Joe.
Yeah, but tech, see, and that's where this is. I'm Joe Budden in this in my brain. None of this can make sense to the public.
Sure.
Yeah, I want tech to win because I feel like tech will eventually be at the mercy of the people.
No.
I don't know why you think that.
This guy never watched the Terminator series.
Right.
And Joe, let me ask you this.
It's all right there.
It's right there. Arnold was trying
to show us all.
They're right.
They're such. I did see the Terminator, Rory.
But they're correct. Tech does not have us in their best interest.
At all.
That's not what I just said.
It sounded like it.
I said tech would eventually be at the mercy of the people. I didn't say tech had us at their best interest.
We'll be at the mercy.
Okay, even at the mercy.
All right,
of
but I don't believe that.
We will.
I don't believe that.
And
I feel
you're
like
saying dollar
I feel like for tech to really tech.
Let the internet stop working right now. You're at the mercy of whoever.
Or let them start showing you what they want to show you, which they're doing already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're not at the mercy of us.
And your phone died while you're in the middle of Manhattan. You go crazy. You lose your mind.
And you talking money?
They're definitely at the mercy
amounts.
of us. They can make this phone. If there's not a human on the other end of it, it has no value.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but
tech can't get better without humans.
But they can make
the government could stay exactly the same.
They could make the tech more appealing to humans and then change.
Wait, why do you think the government could without the people?
Why do I think what?
The government could exist without the people, the same way tech couldn't.
Why do I think the government could exist not without the people? The people are here. But the government is going to government. They're not looking to change anything about the infrastructure.
At the benefit of them,
They don't
because of
listen.
the people.
I'm saying the government don't listen to people at all. Y'all can go have your little vote. This guy's sitting there. They don't give a fuck. Nothing is changing there. That's what I'm saying the difference is.
That's not really true.
Joe, they change the charger every phone. They not listening to us.
Word. They just moved the fucking like button for absolutely no reason
What are you
whatsoever.
talking
Put a
about?
fucking.
Y'all are being very short-sighted with the charger.
No.
not.
I think that's just a small example of that. We're gonna follow them. They're not following us. They change everything without asking us, and we adjust to it.
They make us adjust to.
There's no more USBs, and none of us are saying a word. We're following them.
I disagree with that. I don't think we're following them. I think they're following us, and they're not telling you.
Nah,
Who following?
I disagree.
Somebody follow?
Listen,
They look at the people and make their decisions, but they're going to be the one dictating what happens.
Yeah. And they can, like I said, show you what you want to see, show you what they want you to see.
And you were talking about a dollar
I
amount in
disagree
the
with
tech world,
everything
and that's
you're
not
saying.
even.
What do you look
I disagree
at the,
with everything that Rory is saying right now.
Watch Terminator
What am I
2.
saying?
Arnie gives it to us.
What do you think exactly I'm saying?
Well, that part that you just said about tech is going to tech without the people, they don't give a fuck about the people mean nothing. I disagree with that. The whole premise of that.
I never once said that tech looks and says the people mean absolutely nothing. That words, I never even alluded to that. I think that tech is going to make their own decisions and the people will follow. Do I think they look at the people to make their decisions? Sure, but they're not going to sit there and go, well,
But
well,
they
people
don't
love this.
necessarily do that in the best interest. Look at the doc we just watched on Netflix. Like they do what is going to make people buy and stay on their apps and devices longer. That is not in the interest of the people.
That does nothing without the people.
But if they can
My
bend
point-
the
my
people
point
to
is-
do
my
what,
point is my point
No,
still.
I know. No, you don't.
I think what Parks is trying to say is they manipulate us.
Correct.
And we don't know. We don't recognize.
They
it
find
'cause
out
we're
our
so
interests
fixed on
and
it.
manipulate from there.
I'm not arguing any of what they're saying. I'm saying I think that's short-sighted. Whenever this fight is decided in 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, whenever it is, I don't think it will be, the people are all manipulated by the tech. No, I think that the people will make a move that dictates where the tech is going.
Okay, so back to something we said earlier.
And if
about,
that happens, then I think that later in the marathon, tech could potentially have something to do with government changing things.
I think they already
They do-
have.
they do right now.
That's
Yeah.
happened already. They're
And that's what
sitting
this
with
whole
the Senate
thing was
right
about.
now. Yeah.
but what we spoke about a few weeks ago, because this is perfect. Y'all still in favor of being able to vote from your phone?
I am.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
I am.
Hell no.
Well, at this
That's
point, what's the
blatant. Like we
difference?
don't have no say in officials at that point. Because if you trust in your phone to count votes, and they're already saying that ballots and all this other shit was fucked up and all this,
They're saying that
phones-
because they lost.
Well, you do know that they use machines to count the votes.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, it's easier to manipulate these phones.
No, it isn't.
It's the same thing.
What?
It's literally the exact same thing.
It's way easier to manipulate a phone.
Well,
People
both,
call your phone that you don't even. How the
both,
fuck do you
both
get my number?
systems can be manipulated.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's easier for this phone though. You get phone calls every day from companies that you. How the fuck do you have my number?
Because we gave them
I-
to somebody and they sold
think
it.
that somebody
Because
can't-
Facebook sold the shit.
Right. So you think that somebody can
Well,
get to your phone? Yeah. So
Every
you think somebody
literally
can't get
all
to your
day,
phone
every
and send a
day. I
vote
just
for
get
you?
These all fucking day.
Yeah.
Nah, don't ever vote from a phone. I still
All
don't. I
I
still
know is
don't.
we're
I
on
still
the-
don't
we're on
trust
the
American
verge of
Idol.
Some real fuck shit.
I still don't trust American Idol.
And it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with power. Money is not a thing to these people,
Yeah.
like at all. They don't know how much
They
money
have
is in their
all of
bank
it.
account. It's a power thing.
Yeah.
That's what it is to them. That's what that Senate meeting was about. It's nothing to do with money.
Power over what?
People.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, no, we never disagreed. You're just good at arguing. We never disagreed that the government is not looking to the people and tech companies aren't looking to the people. Of course, we are what moves that entire thing. But to say that we are making the decisions because we are the people they're looking at is very misguided. They're making the decision based off our behavior, and they're going to manipulate our behavior to the best ability they
No.
can so we can go with their
Yes.
decision.
Correct.
You're right. If human behavior changes at all in the next however many years, that could flip, is what I'm saying. That's it.
And I think at the rate that they have made our brains so dependent on this thing right here,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Our behavior doesn't matter as much because our behavior is dictated off this thing now.
Don't have to be. It don't have to be.
Oh, in a fairy tale land, yeah, sure.
Not in a fairy tale land. That has existed here without phones and without buildings and without without technology. We've existed here. Humans.
I'm aware.
Get to the fire. Yo, get there. Like, what
They
the
are
hell?
lost.
Yeah, no, we've existed here without anything before.
I'm aware.
Humans adapt. Everything that we need to live is on the earth somewhere. Yes, we would be fucked up if the Wi-Fi got cut off and there was no phones. Maybe we'd have to mail letters to talk to people again. Who knows? But we would survive. We'd be fine.
I'm not saying we wouldn't be fine. I'm just telling you where the world is clearly going when the Senate is sitting with two CEOs of big tech companies and saying, you guys are manipulating how our election is going, and we need to monitor everything that is happening within our citizens.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad Jeff Bezos wasn't up there. I want all the boss tech niggas to unify and union like I've been telling all the boss rappers to do, and let's see where it lands us in 20 years.
Joe, because it's them, it's the Senate, it's Jack, it's Mark Zuckerberg, and then it's Bezos. He's not showing up to that.
Well, he also is.
I'll buy all of that.
That's what I'm saying.
He's also more of a retailer than a social media. This conversation, I believe, is about social media.
He's even scarier in my eyes.
Yeah.
Who, Bezos?
Fuck my opinion when you have my data. You have literally every product that I buy in my house.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm no expert on any of the stuff we're talking about. I just think
biggest drug serve in the world.
I think they both looked really good while they were up there. That's all.
Like
they were dressed.
Facebook
They were
isn't
dressed
about
well.
to sell fucking pharmaceutical drugs. Like, no, this is Bezos is laughing at. This is the kids. Oh, you were with the Senate today? I'm at the Eyes Wide Shut party.
I disagree with y'all. I think with some tactical planning, we could overtake all this shit. But that's my rebellious brain.
The problem with
Well, that's a
tactical
separate
planning is
conversation you're talking about. That's not the conversation we're
social
having.
media with their algorithms dividing us up as we fucking speak.
Yeah.
I put it this way: a big part of what they were talking about is how humans have gathered together and built things is off these two apps. They kept bringing up, all right, all the people that were gathering for the election, both sides, whether it be nonviolent or violent actions, started on a Facebook group. The way people are gathering together that don't know each other with the same ideologies are using y'all apps.
And the reality is like
the way you're talking about the revolution is being built on the apps that you're trying to revolutionize against.
as divided as we are as a country, we're not.
No,
Really.
because I'm not trying to revolutionize apps. The people need to revolutionize, and maybe the tech will be a part of that. Tech and the people are a team to me for now, even though tech doesn't have us in their best interest. Y'all are right.
I was going to say, yeah, you have
They
tech
don't.
at a way higher pedestal than it is on a moral level. And I don't know these gentlemen personally. I'm just saying tech in general.
Come on,
And their
look at
interests.
that nose ring. Is that not a trustworthy guy you're looking at right now?
He has nice eyes. I can't front. And I like the plates that he set up in the back. I felt that.
look at Jack.
No, it's a nice.
I don't even see how Rory could make this argument as like a white man. Like I'm confused by that. Like, I'm gonna.
Anytime he loses the debate, we just go right to. But you're white.
Well, no, we're not. No. We're not debating because from what I understand about what you're saying, we kind of saying the same thing. We just have a difference of how we see the outcome happening. But I'm saying that about you being white because white history is horrible and y'all don't have our best interest. But
Sure.
historically, but y'all are an integral part of how this thing needs to run, and we need each other. I'm saying the same thing about techs and people. Yes, tech is evil. Yes, it's bad. No, they don't have our best interests. But we, at some point, we will need to find a way to get together to do better.
I agree.
That's where I correlated that. Where I didn't mean to attack your
Well, no,
whiteness like I've done before.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, I wasn't
as a
trying
white
to-
man,
In America?
as a white man in America, no.
Yeah, I'm
When you
sitting
go
next to Rory. We're great friends. We're working together. Awesome. Yeah, whatever. I think that in 20 years, that'll be tech and the people.
I don't know. We'll
All right, whatever. We're off this.
I hope so. But I don't think so.
I think a lot of the tech world is much more quote unquote liberal, and I don't mean that in a political way. I just mean as a ideology. I think they're much more liberal and humanized than people that go into politics and government. But when you get a little taste of that power, I don't know.
I think that tech,
I don't know, man.
I think that tech companies, specifically social media companies, have done as much to divide people as religion or government ever has.
I'm not mad at that take at all.
What?
I'm not mad at
Yes.
that take at all.
Oh, y'all got to get the fuck
No, there's
out
people.
of here.
No,
And I don't think it was
I'm talking
necessarily
about
what
their.
the fuck are
I don't
y'all
think it was their. I
saying
don't think
right
it was their
now?
intention.
What are these niggas saying?
Because you provided a platform for people to be humans. and to divide each other. Like, you literally set up where I can divide a country from my home. I'm not saying Jack and Mark Zuckerberg started that shit in their dorm rooms like, yo, this is going to be the best way to divide the country. No, you just gave a platform for everyone from their phone to give their ideology and argue all fucking day.
There are so many people who I love in the world or have loved in the world who now I don't like because I see them posting shit on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it may be. We get along perfectly fine in person, but then when you get on the internet and they see something that's inflammatory and then they repost it and they agree with it and I completely disagree with that, now we don't like each other.
Social media is like a bad Thanksgiving dinner every day.
Exactly.
Like, holy shit, I didn't even know you thought that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it divides the table every day. You've allowed a platform for everyone to have an opinion and it be seen by everybody.
And a lot of times it's based on stuff that may or may not be true. May not be true.
May not be true. But
Specifically,
social media,
may not be
absolutely.
true.
Yeah.
So the history of America, basically, because I do believe that mad shit has been put here for nothing but division.
Sure.
Yeah.
I agree
I'm
with
not.
that.
I didn't.
The
now this is
entire
just
idea
the
of a
new-
two-party
the new
system is
phase.
Yeah, I didn't
So,
say.
yeah.
I didn't say it was worse than anything. I said it was on
Heightened.
par with
Yeah, it's heightened.
all these other things that have divided people up.
Yeah, that's all.
We need unity.
That's right. That's it.
You and I, T.Y.
You think it's in humans' DNA to do so, and that's another conversation. We can move on.
Wait, what did you say?
Do you think it's in human DNA, like just in our nature as human beings, to unify?
No.
I know it's like really pessimistic, but it's been on my mind all year.
Rory
Like,
has
is
such-
this
Rory has
what
such a-
humans
a
are
dark-
here for?
a
To
dark soul.
unify?
Yeah.
To a degree.
Yeah, to a degree. I think so. I think you have to do more to be divided than it takes more energy to actually be
I think when
divisive.
everyone has
than
the same common
unified.
goal, and I think that's
Absolutely,
what's so difficult now. There is no one common goal.
I think we're going to get to heaven, and God is going to thoroughly explain to each of us what His plan was,
And
for
you're
the
gonna go,
world.
oh,
And we're going to
I didn't
realize
think of it that way.
just
Joe
how
find
much.
a way to argue with God.
I'm just saying, just how much we fuck this shit up. Like we have fucked down here fucking it up.
yeah.
All right. What else needs to be said? That was our tech expert segment.
That ended with God.
What do you guys think about Weekend doing super?
Just like
sick.
just like they wanted it to.
What do you say, Parks?
What do you think about
what?
Weekend doing Super Bowl?
Weekend is doing Super Bowl?
Yeah, halftime show.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's a departure from the. Not to say he's not a megastar, but
Weekend's a megastar.
Yeah, he's a megastar.
Weekend's a megastar.
okay.
Well,
At least his music is.
Weekend?
I don't know. Hold on.
Megastar?
Megastar. I don't know. He's a star.
He's
for
up
sure.
there with Prince and Beyonce.
I'm not
No.
going to say
No.
Weekend is a
That's-
mega.
that's all I'm saying.
He's not
Okay.
a megastar.
He's not a megastar. He's a star.
I'm gonna enjoy it because I like Weekend's
When we
music.
say megastar, I'm thinking about on Super Bowl level. And yes, Prince and Beyonce have did it, but so has Justin, and like he's on par with some of the other.
I don't know.
acts.
Justin
He's
never
not on
did.
par with Justin.
Oh, Justin Timberlake. He's
Yeah,
not.
Justin-
He's not on
Justin
par with
Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
The Weekend is not on
Not
par with
yet.
Justin Timberlake.
No, but he's not. Who else did the Super Bowl?
Nelly?
Rolling Stones.
There's a few people that did the Super Bowl that just had a lot of slaps. Weekend has
Yeah.
enough slaps to do the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
and he has the slaps for the Super Bowl.
That's where I actually disagree.
No, really?
Yeah. His music is a little bit darker, which is my vibe.
Blinded by the lights is going to
Starboy
go off.
Hit every genre of human being in America.
It's just it's
Starboy
a
hit
darker
everywhere.
music in general than say
know what he's
a
saying.
Beyonce
I understand what Parks is
or
saying.
Lady Gaga or something that's
Michael was dark.
yeah, but not his hits. I mean, they were dark.
Thriller
maybe,
is a dark fucking song,
Sure,
man.
sure, dark lyrically, but not the whole vibe of the music. It's just an interesting. It's a slight turn from what they usually do.
I'd like to see the Weekend.
Mike said, and the kid is not my son.
It's a dark song. Billie Jean is a dark song.
that note. was beyond
He
us.
hit that note. And that. I can't even hit it.
He was making sure you understood what he was saying.
Yeah, Mike wanted
It's not my kid.
nothing to do with Billie Jean's
Yeah,
no.
hood rat
Joe,
ass.
I saw that.
or her children.
Speaking of Prince, I saw his tour bus is up for auction. If you want to get it,
That's dope.
Yeah, you might have
You
to
should-
park,
you should
park that in
cop that
front of the
for us.
crib.
How much?
they didn't say it's auction. So whoever outbids who,
Where's it start?
that's a good question.
What am I gonna do with Prince's tour bus?
For the pod tour.
What?
When we get back on the streets.
Dancing it naked and sing Purple Rain. I got mad shit to do with Prince's tour
Yeah.
bus.
I might empty the bank account for that.
Oh man, that's awesome. When is that happening?
I don't think there was a date on it.
I think
Got it.
you and James Harden could definitely go halvesies on that and change the city.
There you go.
My guy James.
Just park Prince's fucking tour bus in Times Square
Oh,
with the baddies.
It's gonna go so crazy when James is in Brooklyn. I might go to a game. I'm such a groupie.
Yeah, you nasty that now that's what's gonna get you there.
Yeah, no. I'm ending this podcast.
Fair enough.
God damn it. There's nothing else that I need to discuss, right? Let me just make sure.
Back in 2 days. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully my antibiotics will work
Oh,
by then.
Conway's on his live. That's always great. When Conway gets drunk and plays music he's not supposed to play.
Yeah, it is always
He's getting his
good.
Joe bag.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes. Yo, Joe invented a lot of shit I don't get credit for,
Yo,
man.
all the wild shit.
That's
All the
true.
wild shit is you.
Oh, shit. Speaking of, before we get out of here, I do want to address my good guy, Dame Dash, who shitted on me and Nori. Made us sound like
I did a
really
listen to-
inconsiderate
Dame
people.
shitted on you?
Yeah, he did.
What happened? What did he
In the
say?
nicest of ways.
What did he say?
He said that he gave me and Nori record deals, and then we got on and didn't pass the plug off when he asked for it.
That's what Dame said.
Dame said he asked for the Spotify plug, and Joe said, "Yo, didn't see the text."
Oh yeah, that's a Joe thing.
Look how your friends go up to bat for you. That's a Joe thing. Stop, man, because I want to use this to highlight so much that's wrong in our community. First of all, I love Dame.
Shout out to
We
Dame.
all do.
Love Dame.
Second of all, Dame asked me that 3 days after we signed.
And 3 months after we signed, you still didn't send him the plug?
4 months after we signed, I was beefing. So, yeah, no. Dame, you are welcome. You are welcome. And no, I did not bring you into that very toxic situation that is and was Spotify. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta protect your people out there. And maybe I never had that conversation with him, but awesome. He's not there is the important part.
Right.
Like, and I said it here a bunch of times. I'm not different than some other people out there in media world. I'm not bringing nobody that I have genuine love for into a fucked up situation. I'm not doing it.
And I think how Dame runs his infrastructure, it wouldn't be a good partner, and I mean that in a good way, to bring Dame into that type of situation.
Yeah.
Just because I know and respect and love how Dame does his business, it probably wouldn't work.
Dame, we love you, man. We love you. I'll call you. We'll kick it about this.
Shout out to Dame.
And that's what I got there, man. All right, man. This was a good episode. Good episode. I want to thank my guys for showing up. Prompt and punctual. I appreciate y'all. Savon, E-Rap, Alex, thank y'all. Thank you to the fans for listening. Thank you to our YouTube people. Thank you to everybody listening on the DSPs. Thank you to single lady. Scorpio season. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. Hey! Yo, we'll be back this weekend. We'll be back on Saturday. Stay safe, stay blessed. Please respect the energy going on out there in the universe, in the world, and in hip-hop and industry and entertainment, period. Remember, life is a series of moments, and moments pass, so let's make this one last as if it's all we have. Keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. Until the next time, I bid you adieu, farewell. Hasta la vista, arrivederci, adios, so long, goodbye. Deuces, I'll get up with you later, all that good stuff, man. And that's all I got. Rest in peace, Mo3 still. Rest in peace, King Von still. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke still. Nipsey still. Juice WRLD still. Triple X still.
Fred the Godson.
Fred the Godson still. Still sending prayers out to Jeremiah, friend of the show. We love you. We fuck with you. Hope you get better soon. Shout out to everybody having a Friendsgiving that didn't invite me. It's cool.
I was thinking about having one.
Well, get the laryngitis out of your throat. And then
It's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah. I don't know how long laryngitis lasts.
I got the antibiotics.
For laryngitis?
Yeah.
No, you don't. Look at your throat now. It look a little crazy.
Pause. I just started with the antibiotics today.
More. I would.
The antibiotics. Let him. You mean you gotta sleep on it?
Well, let him hit that.
Pause.
Let him hit that throat. Throat. Look at Rory, little shit. Look crazy.
It looks it's the same neck every week.
Yo, man, we getting out of here. Y'all enjoy
that's
yourself.
What I've been telling her. It's the same neck every week.
Oh, yeah, Rory, get your shit off.